Ladies and gentlemen, may I please have your attention? We would like to welcome you to the 2019 football homecoming for Trinity Christian Academy. This is the time each year that we reflect on the history of TCA, including its alumni, while also honoring our current students and families. Please turn your attention to the center field as we prepare for the introduction of the 2019 football homecoming
Madeline, go ahead and zoom in a little bit.
This year, the TCA student body has elected 9 young ladies to be their class representatives.
About right there.
Assisting with tonight's festivity is the 2019 homecoming queen, Miss Taylor Maxfield. Taylor is currently a freshman at the University of Alabama at Huntsville, where she has declared a major in biology with pre-professional emphasis in physical therapy. In a short term in college, she has become a part of the Kappa Delta sorority and plays collegiate women's basketball. Taylor attends Inglewood Baptist Church.
AC.
Welcome back, Taylor Maxfield.
Okay. Hey, Madeline, go ahead and
Our first
follow.
ninth grade representative
Just stay where you are, Madeline.
is
I'm on your
Miss
shot. I'm on your
Olivia Caroline Lee. Olivia is the daughter of Mark and Kristen Lee and has attended Trinity for 10 years. She is a member of the Fellowship Bible Church. Olivia has been a member of TCA varsity soccer team, the varsity girls basketball team, and the varsity track team. She has also been a member of the 2005 Girls Olympic Development Team.
Yeah.
The 2023 Tennessee Team Pride for soccer,
Madeline's
and the
got a little bit better
2004
angle
Maybe
because
Wilkes travel soccer
center
team.
camera's kind of got that big.
Olivia is escorted this evening by her father,
So
Mark
I'll
Lee.
let Madeline stay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Stay where you are,
Olivia
Madeline. I'm gonna,
Caroline Lee.
all right. AC, go to the line there. Zoom in on the line.
Also representing the freshman class, we have Miss Chloe Alexis Webb.
Hold that shot. Zoom out a little bit.
Chloe is the daughter of Douglas and Catherine Webb. She has attended TCA for 5
Go
years.
down. Follow him a little bit.
Chloe is a member of the Trinity Varsity Volleyball team. She is also a member of the Jackson Junior Volleyball Club team. Chloe and her family are members of the Northside United Methodist Church. Chloe tonight is escorted by her father, Mr. Douglas Webb. Ladies and gentlemen, Chloe Alexis Webb. Represent the 10th grade class is Miss Brenna Page Carlton. Brenna is the daughter of
Madeline,
Lee
go ahead
Carlton
and-
and Lisa Simmons and has attended TCA for 3 years. Brenna is an active member of her youth group at First United Methodist Church in Brownsville, Tennessee. Brenna plays soccer and softball and has been the basketball manager. She also participated in hosting. Brenna is escorted tonight by her father, Mr. Link Carlton. Ladies and gentlemen, Brenna Page Carlton. Also represent the sophomore class is Miss Georgia Lee Nicholson. Georgia is the daughter of Lee and Ashley Nicholson and has attended Trinity for 5 years. She attends Inglewood Baptist Church. She is a member of the HOSA Club, the sophomore class president, Lifeline Blood Drive coordinator, Symphony ambassador, and wildlife leader. Georgia also runs cross country and plays varsity tennis. Georgia tonight is escorted by her father, Mr. Lee Nicholson. Ladies and gentlemen, Georgia Lee Nicholson. Now moving to our junior class, representing the 11th grade class, we have Miss Nicole Ann Gamble. Nikki is the daughter of Rachel and Joy Gamble and has attended Trinity for 1 year. She is a member of West Jackson Baptist Church, where she participates in the church worship team. She is a member of the varsity cheer squad at TCA. Nikki is escorted by her father, Mr. Joy Gamble. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicole Ann Gamble. Also represent the junior class is Miss Anna Grace Watkins. Anna is the daughter of Randy and Joy Watkins and has attended Trinity for 7 years. At TCA, Anna is a student ambassador, a member of the National Honor Society, and the Youth Advisory Council. She is also a varsity cheerleader. Anna is a member of Inglewood Baptist Church, where she is active in the youth group. Tonight, Anna is escorted by her father, Mr. Randy Watkins. Ladies and gentlemen, Anna Grace Watkins. Representing the senior class is Miss Madeline Page Coffey. Maddie is the daughter of John and Kim Coffey and has attended Trinity for 3 years. She is a member of the Youth Advisory Council, TCA Winter Musical, and Little Lions Helper, and the National Honor Society. Mandy and her family attend Inglewood Baptist Church, where she is active in the youth group. Maddie is escorted this evening by her dad, Mr. John Coffey. Ladies and gentlemen, Madeline Page Coffey. Our next senior representative is Miss Hannah Elizabeth Futrell. Hannah is the daughter of Chuck and Christy Futrell and has attended Trinity for 13 years. Hannah is a member of the TCA varsity softball team, a Leadership University graduate, a volunteer girls state representative, president of the Student Government Association, a member of the National Honor Society, student section leader, and a junior Rotarian. She attends West Jackson Baptist Church. This evening, Hannah is escorted by her father, Mr. Chuck Futrell. Ladies and gentlemen, Hannah Elizabeth Futrell. The next senior class representative is Miss Emma Grace Hannaford. Emma is the daughter of Mike and Becky Hannaford and has attended Trinity for 7 years. She is a member of TCA National Honor Society and the Lady Lions varsity volleyball and basketball teams. She has also served as a class secretary for Student Government Association, and she is Leadership University graduate. Emma has also been recognized as a Semper Fidelis All-American and is a junior Rotarian. She attends Inglewood Baptist Church and is active in the youth group. Emma is escorted this evening by her dad, Mr. Mike Hannaford. Ladies and gentlemen, Emma Grace Hannaford. Let's congratulate all these young ladies for being elected as their class representative for this evening. At this time, I would like to announce the 2019 football homecoming queen. This year's queen is Miss Hannah Futrell. Receiving the crown is Miss Taylor Maxfield, as well as TCA Upper School Principal, Mr. Tom Hughes. We ask that you give another round of applause to each of these fabulous, beautiful young ladies. Ladies at the homecoming court, we need you to exit the field and make your way immediately to the far end of the track for your pictures. Family and friends, please allow the court some time for the yearbook formal pictures to be made, and then you are welcome to join them.
But your mic is on,
You walking on the moon, now you're feeling low, oh, oh. What they said wasn't true. You're beautiful, oh. Sticks and stones break your bones. I know what you're feeling. Words like those won't
The alumni that are present tonight,
you want in
be sure you stop by the alumni tent located down to the right of the concession stand, down below behind the flag. Stop by and see what's there for you. Great opportunities. We're glad to welcome you back and excited to have you back on our campus. We appreciate you. Hope you have a wonderful evening.
Keep score. Afraid you're gonna lose. Just ignore. They don't know the real thing. All the light in the sky can't put out the fire. All the stars.
Tonight we have thick, juicy grilled burgers, jumbo hot dog, mouth-watering barbecue, and barbecue nachos, sweet tea, Coke products, popcorn, pretzel, assortment of candy in tonight's concession stand. Please stop by and visit tonight's concession stand. Also, our 8th grade class is selling funnel cakes, cotton candy, and frozen lemonade to help raise funds for the upcoming Washington, D.C. trip. Please help support our 8th graders by making a visit by the concession stand. Our officials tonight: referee Tyrese Miller, umpire Pierce Jones, linesman Josh Grant, line judge Marcus Love, back judge Victor Horton, and the ECO Reginald Smith. Our chain crew tonight will be Mr. Robbie Bass, Jeff Drake, Mike Oliver, Kevin Hatcher. Let's give each of these men a big hand for helping us out tonight.
Don't be ashamed to wear your crown.
tonight, stop by our concession stands. We have thick, juicy grilled burgers, jumbo hot dogs, mouth-watering barbecue nachos, sweet tea, Coke products, popcorn, pretzels, salted or cinnamon, and assortment of candy. Our 8th grade class is selling funnel cakes, cotton candy, and frozen lemonade to help raise funds for the upcoming Washington, D.C. trip. Please help support our 8th graders. Also, we welcome all of our alumni back. Tonight we have an alumni tent. Alumni, please stop by and visit the tent. There's some special treats there for you. We're glad that you made it back. Looking for a beautiful evening. We would like to especially welcome back the class of 2009 class members that are here tonight. Nathan Bill, Jake Williams, Becca Berry Frazier, Megan Gibson Diamond, Daisy Polk, Meredith Paul Urban, Liz Rose Ward, Chelsea Lace Alexander, Adam Hilliard, Stephen Smith, Justin Willett, and Amanda Dew Smith, your 2009 TCA class. We're glad to have you back for your 10th year reunion. We are pleased to welcome you this evening to Trinity Christian Academy and our game against our guests from Tipton Rose Park. Good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of high school athletics, and our athletes recognize that judgment calls are made in good faith and that they must abide by the decision of the officials. Spectators can support their team by refraining from derogatory or temperament remarks or cheers. We hope you will enjoy the game and support your athletes in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask at this time if you would please stand as we will have our invocation followed by the playing or the singing of our national anthem. Tonight, our prayer will be led by 2005 graduate and current TCA 8th grade English teacher and writing teacher, as well as 10th grade Bible teacher, Kevin Lloyd. Our national anthem will be sung by the TCA High School Choir, joined tonight with several alumni.
Father, we thank you, God, for a wonderful night that you've given us to come out and to play and to be spectators, Father, of football. God, we pray for protection over the players. God, we pray for good sportsmanship. God, we pray that they will play their hearts out, Lord, and involve here with you. Lord, we just thank you and praise you in Jesus' name.
AC, can you hear me? Hannah. Okay, Hannah.
To win one Stan Gerard, and I got Zach's keys last night, which didn't work out in a tough Bethel loss, 58-3. So Stan, let's have better luck tonight with your keys for a TCA win tonight. We heard what Blake Butler said. Capsule for us. What you think?
Well, it will be the fourth ever matchup between these two teams. First matchup back in 2002, and the last one 2004. TCA win 2 of those 3, but Diamond. One of the same keys that I always give every single week. TCA's got to get out there and start early. Take Rose Markel, long drive over here from North Shelby County, and we can get them down early. Get them to do things they are not real comfortable with, which is one thing is making them go vertical on their passing game. If we can get them to do things they are not comfortable doing, I think we've got a very good chance of winning this game. Because I was talking to Coach Mancini before the ball game up here in the press box. We were talking about some various things. I go, Coach, but one thing that they've never seen, Tim Rosemark has never seen Kevin Davis.
And Clarksville Academy saw him a couple of weeks ago, though, didn't he?
Very good. And speaking of Kevin Davis, I did some research, with some search engines, and Diamond, Kevin Davis is the
Loose
fourth
the
leading
camera.
rusher in the state of Tennessee at this point in the season. He's got 992 yards. Elijah Young of South Doyle leads with 1,023. Spencer Briggs is second. Courtney Tate of Freedom Prep is third. Diamond also, Kevin Davis is the 89th ranked rusher in the entire United States at the high school level.
The captains out at midfield will go over those for you in just a matter of moments. TCA has won the toss, and they will receive the football. Just a matter of now. Tyrese Miller, the white hat tonight, of course, with the longtime gentleman here with the police department here in Jackson, and married. He outpunted his coverage when he married Kelly McAllister. But bottom line is, the captains for the Lions, Eli Morris, out there too with Lopez and Davis, the captains for Tipton Rosemont, wearing the red breeches tonight with the white jerseys trimmed in red and the blue helmets with red insignia on there. And it will be TCA receiving the football, and they'll be moving from the end zone to my left down toward the school complex itself. The captains was Tyler Bird, Mac Fulin, and Jordan Atzer, the captains for Tipton Rosemont. So we're ready on the first night of the year that it really feels like football weather.
It is a great night for football. At this time, we have married the radio and TV audiences together. We'd like to welcome the folks listening or watching this game at tcalions.com/live. You are listening to TCA football on Jackson's high school sports leader, Fox Sports Jackson 105.3. Diamond, you talked about Tyrese Miller, with the police department. Would you say he's going to be laying down the law tonight?
A good pun. The screen there, you'll be able to watch the game again at tcalions.com/live. Is that correct?
That is correct, sir.
And then, are those games archived as well?
I am not sure if they are or not. I believe they are, but I am not so sure. You want to listen to this game at foxsportsjackson.com. As you can see, the TCA Lions coming on the field, their purple breeches, black uniforms with white numbers and black helmets. That's a good combination. The thing is, Diamond, with the TCA uniforms, they can mix and match and go 3 or 4 different combinations and provide some really sharp looks. And the thing I like about these uniforms, you can see the numbers. TCA, there's going to be a rules change here in a couple of years. You're going to have highly contrasting numbers on the uniforms here in the TCA going to that early, so we're not going to see things like you see with the Liberty with having a dark uniform with a dark number. That's going to go away here in a couple of years. TCA getting in advance early.
One of the more interesting stories ever in college football, the late John Ward, who is one of the best ever, if not the best, the longtime voice of the Vols. He was in marketing and a fairly rich man. Tennessee donned one year a white uniform with a light orange. He paid the school $1 million to put black around the numbers and said, never let it happen again. And guess what Tennessee did? They took his million and made it right.
And we've got the Rebels of Tipton Rosemont. I think a real snazzy uniform. Boy, I think their home uniforms are even snazzier. Red breeches and white tops. Tipton Rosemont about ready to kick off this game. For those of you about to rock, I salute you. And with the call of the game, here's the voice of high school football in West Tennessee, Diamond Dave McCullough.
Thank you very much. It's an onside kick by Logan Jones, and that ball is loose. And I think Tipton Rosemont, they've come up with it at the TCA 46-yard line. Jonna Van Kappen came up with it. It was a perfect onside kick by Logan Jones, and Tipton Rosemont makes something happen right out of the gate. Great field position to open up this game. They're actually going to mark the ball at midfield. It's going to be Tipton Rosemont, the Rebels ball stand.
Absolutely not the way you wanted to start this ball game. Dave, me and Coach Maxine had a talk about this very subject before the game. I said, you got to expect it to happen. I said, that's the only way you can do it, and that's exactly what they did.
Well, you knew they weren't going to kick it to Kevin Davis, but I don't think we all thought maybe they might do it right off the bat, but they did. The quarterback has a running back to his left, doubles here to the near side. And back to throw it will be Payne Fullen, F-U-L-L-E-N. He runs the ball. There's nothing there. And he gets back to line of scrimmage, maybe a half-a-yard pickup. and he is stopped right there. Outstanding game tackling by TCA moving the lines a bit. That was a tackle by Harrison Freeman. Harrison was a top 5 in tackling. His dad and assistant coach as well. They give him a yard to the 49 of TCA, so it's second down and 9.
Fullen, one of the leading ball carriers for Tipton Rosemark. He's second leading rusher, but he leads them in attempts this season.
Fullen brings him up, has the back right behind him there.
A little bit tighter on the zoom.
Sets his line down, and he'll hand it off. And running that football will be Tyler Bird. Bird, big hole. 45-40. He has the first down inside the 35-yard line as he scoots his way to the 33-yard line. And Stan, right side of the offensive line, cleared the hole there, and he got outside. And a big pickup for Tipton Rosemark.
Tipton Rosemark pulled both of their guards in that play, and when that happens, the TCA linebackers got to shoot there and follow that. They got out there. Our defensive ends did not collapse that protection there, and they got the big 15-yard gain.
Olis playing football, pulling the guards. Green Bay made a living of it. And off this time, running it will be Matt Fullen. Fullen has a first down. Fullen has a touchdown.
Yikes.
He scoots in from 33 yards out, and the defense did not show the propensity to stop them. The onside kick pays dividends, and that is a 33-yard run by Fullen.
That is a 3-play, 55-yard drive, and boy, oh boy, Diamond Dave, Tipton Rosemark shocking TCA early. This crowd is quiet.
They really are. The big homecoming crowd. Into attempt at PAT will be Logan Jones. Jones, a senior, and the snap is forthcoming. Snap is back, ball down. Kick is up. A little bit of a snafu with a holder, but he does get it down, and it's good. It's 7-0. That didn't take long. Figure it out. A minute and 18 seconds, 3 plays, 50-yard drive, and a 33-yard scamper by Fullen. And Tipton Rosemark's come to Jackson to play. It's 7-0. Rebels back up to this 30 on Fox Sports Jackson 105.3.
Kevin Davis.
Hold your shot here. Yeah, there you go. A little bit of AC right there. Hold that.
Jones.
They go with another onside kick, and this time it's recovered.
11, Will Smith.
Jones goes for another onside kick. This time TCA Johnny on the spot, recovered by Brady Robertson at midfield. So that time it backfired on Tipton Rosemark, and it will be the Lions offensive unit with great field position to begin the drive.
I wouldn't be surprised if we should get maybe Kevin Davis up on the front line from now on.
Goodwin, Needham, the quarterback. They're in the pistol with Davis right behind him. 2 receivers, far side left. Hand off Kevin Davis. Davis hit and is able to move back the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Kevin Davis with a carry.
Should give him 4 progress.
We have a flag at the point of the tackle. I think we're going to get, it could be a face mask. Let's wait and see.
And we did not get a good spot on that to begin with. It is going to be a penalty against Tipton Rosemark, and in that case, it probably is a face mask, Diamond Dave.
Normally when that comes in there, and that play, the flag would have come sooner. I think it would have been a hole that came right at the point of attack. And Coach Colin Penner, in his 4th year, is not happy across the way.
And that only gave that a 5-yard. I didn't think in high school there was a 5-yard face mask.
Inadvertent face mask, yep.
Okay, I did not know that.
First down and 5. We learn something every day, even at our age, don't we? Now, Bryce Mott, our director here at the box, would have known that. Ball at the 46-yard line, 1st and 10. So that ball actually would have been back at the 49. I think they cheated the yard there. Well, it's from the point of attack. With the point of infraction. Kevin Davis, tackle in the backfield. And he is stopped. And Ken Northcutt doesn't have a 65 on his roster, and neither do we. So he made the stop. And he's a good-looking player. We'll try to get his number, or his name for that number. We'll pick up a 3, 2nd down and 7.
And for those of you from Tipton Rosemark that may be listening in, that was the roster I received from their head coach. earlier this week.
We apologize. I'll tell anyone from Tipton Rosemark, if you are watching or listening, you can text me at 731-358-5791 and give me that name. 358-5791, area code 731. Need a monster throw? Intended for Northcutt at the 41, out of bounds. It sails too high. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
Tipton Rosemark come this game. They've got 3 down linemen. They're also playing a couple of linebackers up on the line of scrimmage. In effect, giving them a 5-man front, and they're shading that to the strong side of the field, giving them some extra coverage in the way we would normally be running.
Big play here, 3rd down and 7. And it will be the Lions faced with this 3rd down and long. They trail 7-0, onside kick and a 50-yard drive by Tipton Rosemark. That's where we are with 9:46 in the first. Lena wants to throw, does throw, and it's caught. Nice catch in traffic by Will Allen Smith. But he is stopped in his tracks at about the 43. There's a flag in the backfield that's probably going to be against TCA. Well, it would be 4th and about 4. And I would think TCA may go for it here if the infraction. But we've got a face mask this time, and it's on TCA. So Tipton Rosemark will refuse the penalty. And nope, Blake Butler's not going to gamble. He's going to bring out the punting unit. It's 4th and about 5. Marking at the 44, excuse me, Stan.
Yeah, Tipton Rosemark really loading the boxing effect. They're running a 6-man front on at TCA, and the way you loosen that up is complete some passes downfield.
Yeah, Northcutt averaging about 37 per punt. He'll stand back at his own 42 to get it away. Probably put in it about the 45. Here's the snap. It's a high snap, but he pulls it out. They got a guy almost blocked that nice punt. And the punt returner runs away from it, and well, he should, because it was floating down. It would have been very dangerous. And Northcutt downs it at about the 18-yard line. So this time, not as good field position, but Tipton Rosemark has it back at their own 18.
Tipton Rosemark winning this ball game at 7-0. It was a 3-play drive from 50 yards out as they got the lead early after recovering an onside kick. Let's see how the TCA defense reacts. They were shell-shocked, to say the least, to start this game.
Zach O'Kelly checking in with us. No, Zach, that number 65 is not Hingle McQuinkaberry. Inside joke. In the gun will be, Payne Fulham. Fulham sends doubles, far side right. And now what do we have? Timeout, I think.
Yeah, it is timeout.
Tipton Rosemark, they didn't like something there, and Coach Kerr called the timeout. Timeout on the field, 9:27 first quarter, 7-0 Rosemark. They had the ball, and they had the lead. We're back up to this 30 on Fox Sports Shots at 105.3.
Our TCA cheerleaders, freshman Betty Grace Bailey, Katie Franks, Presley Lovelace, Raleigh Keene, Neely Stewart, sophomore Laura McCraw, Audrey Reason, juniors Ella Bunch, Nikki Gamble, Anna Miller, Melissa Swint, Anna Watkins, and your seniors, Abby Coleman, Kristen Rinks, and Gracie Yaglin. Tipton Rosemark takes over 1st and 10 on the 18.
To throw it, and now running for his life out of the pocket and taking a loss is the quarterback this time, that being Payne Fulham. Good pressure by the Lions as they get in there, and they stop him. And Matlock made the stop. Mark Matlock, the 6', 200-pound junior.
And that's one thing TCA is going to have to do, Diamond Dave. Find ways to put pressure on that quarterback.
Yeah, because they have good receivers. He's a good thrower. They've got some really good receivers.
Petrowski is the #1 target for them, number 17.
Petrowski, that's good. They were 6-5 last year, 3-3 this season. And here's the quarterback again, Fulham in the gun. He looks left, throws left on the slant pattern. The Lions have it. Harrison Freeman has it. And Harrison is down to about the 12-yard line. Ball tipped. Not sure who got a hand on it. Freeman came up with it. And Harrison Freeman has the INT position at the 12-yard line of Tipton Rosemark. It's been a game of mistakes thus far.
Didn't see the number of the guy who got, but it was an inside linebacker on the right side who made that tip play and caused the interception. TCA now with a great field position down the way. They call that about the
12-yard line. Harrison Freeman, the sophomore.
Got to convert here, Diamond.
Yep, hash mark right. Goodwin has Davis to his right. Tyrese Miller fires away at the whistle, and we get ready to resume play. 8:37 first stanza. Give it to Davis. Why not? Fourth leading rusher in the state stand. Doesn't get much. 3-11. That's it. Pick up of 1. Second down and 9.
Boy, you look at this Tipton Rosemark ball club, Diamond. Again, they're really low in the box. 3 down linemen. They're playing 2 linebackers up on one side. They're putting another linebacker up on the other side, and they're bringing a blitz, and that's causing us some problems early in this game.
They don't have a lot of guys up front that look like they're working a lot, but they were all lean. Almost all of them look like defensive ends. Here is Goodwin with Davis to his left. Goodwin's going to run the RPO. He's going to move out to the left, and he is going to throw, and that ball is caught. Catch inside the 5-yard line. Touchdown, and it's a touchdown. They say he's more than the 5-yard line down a day, and it's caught by one Connor Graves. And Goodwin finds that Graves that caught it, I believe. It was, and Connor comes down with it, the sophomore. That's his 6th reception of the year, and that a big throw by Goodwin, running to his left, throwing back across his body.
Diamond, for those of you watching this game, you can see the great pursuit by Tipton Rosemark there. Completing passes like that will loosen up that pursuit as well.
Yep. Here is Lopez into attempt the PAT. It is up, and it is good. It's 7-7. The Lions have caught him with 7:55, so the INT by Harrison Freeman sets up a 2-play drive from 12 yards out, and the Lions have caught Tipton Rosemark back up to his 30 on Fox Sports Jackson 105.3.
Diamond Dave is tied at 7.
Petrosky back to receive the kick from Lopez. He's been outstanding this year. 17 of 21 touchbacks on the year. They get 18 of 22. That thing almost hit the uprights down there. We're tied at 7, and the Lions have caught him here at 7. And Rosemark, Tipton Rosemark, that is, will have the football. 1st and 10 stand.
Another score on the Youth Town scoreboard. Lexington on top. 6:48 to go in the first. Lexington leads Jackson Southside by a score of 7-0. McNary leads 7-0 in your game. And folks, if you're going to report scores on Twitter, list the name of both teams when you're listing things.
That scoring touchdown pass was a Jeff Drake logging touchdown score for the Lions. Fulton in the gun with the back to his left. Sends 2 receivers here to the home side of the field. Moving from right to left. They hand it off. Petrosky has it. He's got a big hole. 30, 35, 40, 45, midfield. Finally, he's grabbed over there. And finally, his progress is impeded, and he goes out of bounds, and Joshua Todd just saved a touchdown. Stan, they run right, and they run right effectively thus far tonight.
Yeah, that was actually number 16, Mr. Fullen again with the big run.
Or is that Fullen that carried it?
Yeah,
I thought it was. I thought he had. That was number 6. You're
16.
exactly right. Mac Fullen carried it. Todd made the stop. So 16 caught 16 and saved what would have been a touchdown. I apologize. At the 41-yard line of TCA, Tipton Rosemark back threatening again.
2 carries, 72 yards already.
Here's the wing set with one back behind Fulton. He puts a man in motion this way, hands it to him, and the big fullback will carry it here to the 40. We've got to be a hold or a block in the back. Carrying it this time was Jordan Archer. And he was tackled down near the 30-yard line, but I think they're going to bring that back. That flag, it looked like an illegal block in the back by The official is saying, Thaddeus Miller is saying holding, and the guilty infraction appears to be on Petrowski.
And Diamond, they're going to mark that from the spot of the foul, so that's in effect going to be a bigger penalty than what it is. They lost 5 yards on it.
So instead of having it at TCA's 30 or thereabout, it's all the way back at the 45-yard line. It goes back to first down, but it is now first and 25 for Tipton Rosemark.
In effect, that was normally a 10-yard penalty. That was a 15-yarder.
Yep. At the 45, just the nose of the football. You see it there if you're watching the game on TCALions.com/live. You're listening on 105.3. John Brusford, our producer and director in the studios. You see the ball almost touching the 45. They hand it off, inside handoff this time, nothing. Line defense swarming to the football. Led that time by Brady Salee, who's back after the injury, and Blake Butler was excited about having him back in the lineup. And another flag, it looks like, on Tipton Rosemark again.
Tipton Rosemark and Jackson Christian a few weeks ago. It got a little frisky between those two teams.
Did it really?
Yes.
I know you watched
there was some extracurricular activity in that game.
So it appears that that's going to be on Tipton Rosemark again, although they've not told us yet. The flag came across the way at about the 43-yard line. You see the flag still on the field there.
Well, referee's kind of pointing in the wrong direction.
Yeah, he is. That may be on TCA. I'm not sure here. Tipton Rosemark's back in the huddle.
It's against us.
It's going to be against TCA. Sure is.
Well,
forgive me. I thought the way they were reacting was going to be on Tipton Rosemark. Personal foul on TCA. Not sure the guilty culprit or what happened. Now that moves the ball down to TCA's 43, where it remains first down. But now it's first and about 11 or 12.
So in other words, we're pretty much back at the point where we were about a minute ago.
Will Allen Smith comes out of the game. I'm not saying Will Allen was the guilty culprit, but he does come out, and he does not go near any of the coaches. 43-yard line, first and 12. So we're going back and forth with the penalties, and both teams aiding the other cause. Under center this time is Fulham. Back split behind him. Actually, backs behind him is the fullback. He throws it over the middle, wide open and caught. And it's going to be down to the 10, down to 5, down to the 4, down to 3. And catching that football out of the backfield, Jordan Artser caught it, and he was wide open. It wasn't the prettiest pass in the world, but it was effective, no doubt. And the ball is at the 2-yard line.
So about 38-yard reception.
38, well, actually 41 yards. It was at the 43, so that's a 41-yarder. Stand 7 minutes, and Tipton Rosemark's knocking on the door again. They'll hand it off to the running back, and he is stopped in his tracks. Outstanding play. Liam Goodwin sneaking in there and getting a bit of that, and also the leading tackler on the TCA team, that being Eli Morris. That's a loss of 3, back to the 5 almost.
Yeah, Diamond early in this ball game, it's feast or famine for Tipton Rosemark. It's either a loss in the play or huge yards.
Yep, no doubt. So the ball just inside the 5. Tipton Rosemark's going to go back in the huddle. 15 of the play clock, 6:26 game clock. It's a 7-7 game, but Tipton Rosemark's deep in TCA territory. Fullen under center. Fullen pitches it back this time, and running that football will be Tyler Bird. Bird is down inside the 5, and he is down inside the end zone. Touchdown. Bird runs in from 5 yards out.
2 carries, 20 yards for the score. Or 2 carries, 20 yards for Bird, and the 5-yard touchdown run at the 6:05 mark. Boy, oh boy, it is Tipton Rosemark making it look easy so far in this game offensively.
Yeah. Logan Jones, their running attack has been outstanding, and that pass a moment ago right over the middle, set up by the ability to run the ball. Snap back, ball down. Jones puts it up, and it is good. It's 14-7. Tipton Rosemark retakes the lead at 6:05 left here in the first stanza. We've got a good one. We'll be back right after this 30 on Fox Sports Jackson 105.3.
13, your TCA Lions 7. Our Booster Club has stadium seats and t-shirts for sale. The Booster Table down in front of the field now. Stop by and visit our Booster Table. Tonight's game time sponsor is Horton Moving and Storage. Contact Edward Rayleigh IV.
At the 45-yard line, recovers it for TCA.
Diamond Dave, you've been calling football games for a long time.
30-plus years, yeah.
I was not going to say this. I was just saying, have you ever seen a team open up the game with 3 onside kicks?
I don't mind saying that because I started when I was 10, you know, so I mean, it's no big deal. I've never, you stole my thunder. You know, I've called over 2,500 games. That notated here at TCA a few years ago, probably 2,800 now, Stan, but I've never in all this lifetime seen 3 onside kicks to open up a game. To answer your question. Hand off Davis. And that's not Davis. That's a great play. Needham Goodwin fooled everybody, including this announcer. He pitched it over in the RPO to Will Allen Smith, and he's down inside the 40-yard line. They're going to move it back, I think they say, around the 40.
Yes.
Where do they mark it?
About a 9-yard game, Diamond.
That is, yep, going to be a tad short of being a Clement transmission and record service first down. That is very unusual, Stan, to get a game 3 onside kicks.
I'll tell you what, Diamond, that pulled me so much. I thought Kevin Davis had fumbled the ball on that play.
I thought they pitched it to him, but my goodness, Needham Goodwin, great job there. Davis to his right, and now Whistle shrill the fall air. We can say that for the first time this season. We are in the fall season, but for the first time it feels like fall. And I'll tell you what, the officials have been busy tonight. It's been a well-officiated game, but they're being paid by the flag tonight. They're going to walk out of here with some. And Blake Butler's not happy. You can't see him on your screen there, but he is not happy at all.
And this one's going against us.
The white hat referee is the one who get the signal with the call.
So it was second and less than a yard, just short of the Tipton Rosemark 45. I think they said that the play clock had expired, and the Lions are disputing that.
Well, do not know what's going on at this point. Sadly, we don't have instant replay on it.
Still have what a great job, though, by the folks here at TCA with the TCAlines.com/live. Great picture there for you. We got to be on our toes tonight, Bryce Mott, because people are watching while we're broadcasting, so we can't make mistakes tonight, Stan.
And Diamond, if you notice one thing, if you saw that on the video, you saw Mr. Miller talking into his shirt sleeve. All of the officials are mic'd up with each other tonight, so they don't have to have a conference to talk.
Yeah, okay. We've gone technical in this world, haven't we?
And they're waving it off.
They're waving it off, yep. So, 4:46 remaining here in the first quarter. And they're trying to set the play clock back, I think, to a few seconds, I believe. Coach Penner, they've talked to him across the way.
He's not pitching a fit, so.
No, he's not. So I think he thinks probably, as much as he wouldn't like to, he's probably thinking, okay, they got it right. All right, Goodwin in the gun with Davis behind him in the pistol. Up back in motion, that being Tyler Pittman. He sits down to the left. They'll give it to Davis. Davis runs away from the blitz. He runs through the blitz, and he runs by the blitz, and he's down to the 40-yard line. First down, a Clement transmission and record service first down. The blitz is coming up the middle. He ran slightly to his left.
That is the third Clement transmission record service first down of the night for TCA. TCA with the ball, first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So the 39-yard line, the Lions will set up shop there. Dave McCullough, Stan Gerard, Bryce Mott, John Westford. We've got the cast of characters with you tonight.
The key word being characters.
Well, we are approaching Halloween. It will be. Stan and I do not have to buy costumes, by the way. Here's Needham Goodwin. Play fake to Davis. Going to set up the screen, and it's and coming back to receive the pass was one Will Allen Smith, Stan. Sometimes right place, right time pays off, but credit Will Allen. The ball went over the intended receiver, Pittman's head, and he caught it down at the 33-yard line. Pick up of 6.
That's his third reception for 18 yards already in this ball game, Diamond Dave. What you're seeing, Diamond, in this game, you're seeing Tipton Rosemark playing a also Hershey.
Yep, Davis is stuck in the backfield. Boy, they were watching that. Davis at the right hash was met first by Tyler Bird, the linebacker. They've got some good linebackers now. Some of their leading tacklers. You know, Stan, if I could have played football, and I did not. I was a basketball and baseball. Good field goal hit in baseball. I was a pretty good basketball player, could shoot. But if I would have been able to play football, my favorite position to have played would have been linebacker. You too with Dick Butkus. You were a lineman. Did you always want to play linebacker, though?
I was actually a linebacker.
Oh, I thought you were an offensive lineman.
I was at my senior year.
Oh, versatility, folks. It's a loss of a couple yards. It's 3rd down and 8. Play fake to Davis. Pass the ball. Intended down there, and it is intercepted. Intercepted at 5. To the 10. To the 15. That's Pestrowski, and he's back up across the 15 to about the 19-yard line. He and Northcutt was in a battle for the football, and he was able to go up and get it, and Tipton Rosemark turns the Lions over.
Boy, I thought we could have made a case for a possible pass interference on that play to Diamond. You know, and if you're Northcutt on that play, ball a little bit underthrown, what you've got to do in that case is go from being receiver to playing defender in that case.
That was a little bumping before the ball got there.
I didn't think I was hallucinating.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
I might be hallucinating next Friday, though.
Yeah, as you said to me on the phone, a little loopy. There are some people that think you and I are loopy anyway. 19-yard line, 1st and 10.
Not to be confused with Lil Latin Loopy Lou.
At the 19-yard line, it will be Tipton Rosemark's ball. Well, the interception goes to Tipton Rosemark this time. TCA picked up one earlier. Inside handoff, and running that football to the 30, to the 35, to the 40, to the 45, to midfield, to the 45, to the 35. That is Fullen to the 30. On his feet, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. He stayed in bounds. And Fullen goes into the end zone, and it is a touchdown. Tipton Rosemark, and stand that, what, a 81-yard scamper by Fullen.
Fullen, 3 carries, 153 yards, and 2 scores. And Diamond, I'll go ahead and say it tonight, our defense, absolutely unacceptable.
Yeah, and then when they had a chance to maybe keep him out of the end zone, inside the 20, just poor tackling. Logan Jones in to attempt the PAT. 20-7, Tipton Rosemark. Snap back, ball down, pick up. It is up, and it is good. It is 21-7, 2:57 left in the first stanza. The Lions, Coach Butler talking to the troops. And we'll be back after this 30 with the Lions back on offense. Stay with us, everybody.
37. Did you know that every 2 seconds someone needs blood? You can help save lives by donating blood at TCA's Drive here on campus this coming Tuesday from 1 to 5 p.m. Stop by the blood drive table tonight to reserve a time or call us to a mass service from Mama Nelson for more information.
Here's a short kick. Davis is going to pick it up at his 19. He's on his feet to the 20 and sliding his way up to about the 25. And there Davis and the Lions will take over as they'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 25, down 21-7. 2:52 left here as the Lions have got to generate some offense and quit making mistakes.
You know, you don't want to say it's too early, you know, I don't know if it's too early to say that this is a must-score situation, but I almost think this is a must-score situation for TCA. I would almost want to stay in this game because they're rolling and we're showing no inclination to stop them.
You stole my thunder, and I totally agree with you. We just haven't been able to stop them yet. Pittman in motion, sets down here right behind the offensive line. Hands it off to Davis, student body right. coming at us. Now reverses his roll. Now sliding his way. They gain tackling in there at about the 27-yard line. He ran about 20 yards and picked up about 4. Well, let's give him 3.5. Yep, 3. Second and a short 7. The ball at the 27. Clock running, 2:28 first. TCA trailing 21-7 here at home on homecoming.
John Keith Butler watching this game in Pittsburgh, the defense coordinator of the Steelers, and the one thing he would say, Tipton Rosemark with outstanding pursuit.
His lovely wife and Blake's mom, Janet, tuned in as well. They play fake it, throw it out in the flat, and
we just turned the ball over.
I think we did. That ball, they say, was caught by Will Allen Smith, and then he dropped it. Or did he have control long enough? And boy, the Tipton Rosemark fans are loving it across the way. Will Allen Smith caught the ball, took about 2 steps, and then dropped it around his knees, and Tipton Rosemark has come up with it, and Stan, mistakes are killing the Trinity Christian Academy lines right now.
2 turnovers, and he just flat lost the handle. He dropped a loaf of bread there and just flat lost it. He caught that ball. He took steps. But, dude, when you catch that ball, you got to wrap that thing up. He was carrying it like a loaf of bread out there, and he flat dropped the football.
Jeff Sisk is in the house, full of Yankee fan right below me here. 21-7. And Fullen will go up under center. He'll pitch it back here this time to Bird. Bird moves inside the 25 and dives his way to the 23, but they've got a flag, and I bet that's going to be on Tipton Rosemark where that ball came from. Payne Fullen is the quarterback. Matt Fullen is the guy that's been doing the damage running the ball. They've got another Fullen, Ellis Fullen, the freshman. So it's the Fullen Show, F-U-L-L-E-N. It is holding, as Stan told you, and you see Tipton Rosemark, if you're watching the game, we'll describe it as you listen. They'll move it back to the 41. And it remains now first down, but they have to get to the 18.
That, in essence, was about a 12 to 13-yard penalty against Rosemark on that play. They'd run that play earlier. They were going to get about 6 or 7 yards in that play. Our defensive ends not doing a very good job of turning the ball in and attacking it, and the linebackers not filling in.
First and a long 23, short 24. Take your pick. Hand it off this time to Bird. Bird's able to break a couple of tackles, but then moves back to the line of scrimmage and is knocked down there with a nice tackle by Pittman. He was able to slide by, and he would have been stopped for a loss, but he was able to sort of sidestep those would-be defenders. But Pittman was there, and Johnny on the spot dropped him for about a yard loss, actually, back to the 42. So it's second and a good 24 now.
Good job by TCA stringing out that play. The first 2 guys missed, but we had enough pursuit there. Third guy made the tackle.
Good point. Slowed him down just enough, didn't he?
Yeah.
The initial thrust at the 42-yard line. And Coach Springer calls a timeout.
That's their second.
A minute 17 in the first quarter. 21-7. Tipton Rosemark, and the Rebels have the ball in TCA territory. And we'll step out for 30. This is Trinity Christian Academy football on TCALines.com/live and WTJK Fox Sports Jackson 105.3. Stay with us.
Near the flag throw. We especially want to welcome our 2009 graduates. Please stick around at halftime. We have a special presentation to our TCA golf team. Presentation and recognition during halftime.
Presentation coming up at halftime. The TCA golf team. Coach Robinson does a great job with that group, doesn't he?
Second in the state.
42-yard line, second and 24, Tipton Rosemark, moving toward our left, as I always like to say, toward 412, although it's a bit of piece away. A minute 17.
They're moving to the south.
It would take me about 3 or 4 minutes to get there. Stan, about 2. Handoff, running back, Fullen. Fullen is upended as he moves to the 38 and is dropped there. He's a good-looking running back.
And I'll be honest with you, Diamond, the thing that I saw, he was not a featured back in the game that I saw against Jackson Christian. It was 33 and 40, the featured backs, but Fulham, who is also one of the leading rushers as well, not featured in that game. But boy, we're seeing a heavy dose of him so far in this game.
Braden Saway and Eli Marsh in a stop. It brings up now a 3rd and about 20. One receiver far side right. Fulham under center. Hands it off, and Fulham is the running back, his brother, hit in the backfield, but then scrambles back to the line of scrimmage and will be decked at about the 43. Maybe lost a yard, so it's 4th at about 21.
Good initial plunge by TCA, kind of messes things up for them, and TCA, they're going to actually go for it here, I believe. They're way out of their field goal range and probably too short to punt, but we've got another timeout on the field. Let's take a 30. TCA football on the Lions Broadcast Network.
The alumni kid to claim your prize that you won tonight. Austin Todd, Brett
It's on the score board right now.
Audrey Midland. Thanks for being part of Brooklyn this year. Remember, the Lions soccer team will host Sacred Heart at 4:30 here at TCA in the Division II West Region Tournament. Please note, TCA classes will not be accepted for postseason tournament games. Tuesday, our Little Lion volleyball team will try to Memphis to play Harvard Academy at 5:30 in the West Region volleyball tournament.
And but bad when you lose. That thing kind of raised from Bethel and lets the Wilson off in pressure. That was the end of the first quarter, as a matter of fact. I apologize. I think we said timeout. And it's going to be flip-flopping the field now. Tipton Rosemont moving to our right toward the school end zone. Back, Fulham wants to throw. Over the middle. My goodness. At the 25 to the 20. Leaping among defenders that time. And that was a bullet and a great throw by Fulham and even a better catch by Tyler Bergstand. My goodness.
Oh, golly, this game's not going good for us.
Well, you got to credit Tipton Rosemont. That was a 4th and 21. He threw a bullet pass, and they
22 yards.
Yeah, they picked up more than 22. They're at TCA's 8-yard line, 1st and goal.
I'll check that. Yeah, it was a 32, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're right. 32-yard line. Well, things not going
our way.
Yep, Zach O'Kelly sent me a text.
I think that set you up, get you up
there
on
was. You didn't have to pay to get in, did you? And I was going to say, just tell them you know stand your arm.
What do you say?
Not only let you get in free, but they'll even feature. Here is Fulton in the backfield in the shotgun. He's going to run out of that shotgun formation. And he'll move and power his way inside the 5, try to get in the end zone. He's going to be short, I think. The TCA crowd, we couldn't tell here, they were screaming for a holding call and did not get one.
Well,
at the
it's
2-yard line, they'll mark it there. He picks up 6. And it's 2nd and goal there. TCA with their backs to the wall proverbially here at the school end zone and stand already down 21-7.
Diamond, I'm questioning how this Tipton Rosebark team allowed USJ to beat them so badly. I don't understand how they did it because they're manhandling us.
And the big guy, the number 65, back in the backfield, and he plunges into the end zone. And he, like Ken Northcutt, he doesn't know his name, neither do we, but we'll just mark 65 for 2, and it's now 27-7.
And Diamond, 10:57 to go, 27-7, pending the extra point here. This game really on the verge of getting out of hand.
It really is. And this big crowd that was in a festive mood with the homecoming. Hannah Futrell, our homecoming queen for 2019, and now they're eerily silent at the moment. And the PAT is in there, splitting the uprights, and it's 28-7. That's the bad news. The good news is it's just 10:57 left in the second. But the problem, TCA's not shown the ability or propensity to stop their offensive juggernaut thus far. Back after this 30 on 105.3.
TCA Lions 7.
Earlier, the Southside Lexington score was 2-0. Now it's 7-0. Onside kick again. They touched it too early. They caught the ball at the 48-yard line. That was Bird. And again, up 3 scores. Coming with the onside kick. We gotta wake up.
I don't know that I've ever seen anything like this, though.
I mean, 3 of their 4 kicks have done, or actually 4 of their 5 kicks now.
That ball, did it go 10 yards down?
No, the guy, Bird caught it at the 48-yard line.
I'm sorry, you're right.
I mean, I just, they found something to scout, and they are abusing us with it.
Well, TCA needs to capitalize now. As they'll run Goodwin out there at quarterback. He's at the right hash. Davis to his right. Triples far side right. One receiver north cut here to the near side. At the 48-yard line, they throw the little swing pattern out to Davis. Davis makes a couple of guys miss. Turns on the afterburners. 40, 35, 30. Look at him now. Here he goes. He's at the 20, 15, 10. Down out there. Touchdown, Davis and Lions.
Well, Donna, maybe that's the way you got to get it done. 48-yard touchdown pass to Kevin Davis.
Goodwin to Davis. He was in the middle of the field and then just was able to dance his way and then get to the right crease over there. And I mean, once he got free, he knew they weren't going to get it. It's 28 to 13. That changes the complexity of things. And here's Lopez in to attempt the PAT.
And here's the deal. I was going to say, 7 men within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage. That's how you loosen it up.
10:41 left here in the first half. Lopez, pretty automatic. Although the officials have not given us a sign. They looked at each other. The guy on the left never called it. The guy here closest does on the right. So he sort of just gingerly put his hands up that it was good. I don't think either one. I don't think they really knew. 28 to 14.
Either one of them, maybe they felt sorry for us. I don't know.
That was really unusual looking. Back after this 30. We're unusual in our own right, aren't we, folks? Back after this, well, everyone is. Back after this 30 on Fox Sports Jackson 105.3.
Now at halftime, we have a special recognition of TCA golf teams. This past weekend, we participated in the Team of the State Tournament. We'd like to recognize them here at halftime. After our cheerleaders do their performance. After return for Captain Rosewater, return King, Ethan, Petrosky.
28 to 14. A lot of points scored here in Diamond. We still got 10 minutes to go, 10 and a half minutes to go in the second quarter.
Here is a kick by Lopez. 23 kicks this year, and 19 have been touchbacks. And there's another one.
He is just pretty much knocking the you-know-what out of the ball. There, Petrowski, he's up about the 10, just wait. I mean, he's waved it off before he ever gets to the end zone, saying, I give up.
Yep, no doubt.
That's how well we're kicking off tonight. We need to do that a whole lot more tonight because we're in trouble right now.
No doubt.
So, go ahead.
I'm answering SID things to coaches who sometimes I find almost unbelievable that they don't know what they're doing. It will be Fuller under center this time. Fuller rolls and throws and incomplete. Good pressure by Salih. So he's been a difference maker in this game. Coming back from the injury, he threw it at the feet of the other Fullen, and it's second down and 10 at his own 20. Fullen and company.
And TCA putting good pressure on, but I saw a whole lot of linemen grabbing TCA jersey there. I mean, he was riding like My Little Pony, and no call.
28-14, 10-34. I'm sorry?
You like that?
I like that, yeah. Derek Hubble would like that. 10:34 left
Hubble's not
here in the first
league.
half. 14-point game, 10-34. Second down and 10 in zone 20. The Lions fighting their way back in. Here's Bird. Bird slicing his way 20, 25, 30, 35. Finally, TCA tackles him at the 38-yard line. Stan somehow able to elude in traffic the would-be tackles. And Blake Mullen, and I think, called a timeout. He's not happy. No, he's not called one. Salih made the stop. He's having a heck of a game. Yeah, I thought Blake Butler called a timeout, and he did. 10-24. He's not happy about the defensive charge right now, or lack of it. Back up to this 30 on 105.3.
This is the Tuesday, our high school cross country team traveling to Lyon County to run the best U.S. cross country meet. Also on Tuesday, our Lady Line volleyball team will travel to Memphis to play Hardin Academy at 5:30 in the West Region Volleyball Tournament. And Monday, our Lady Line soccer team will host Sacred Heart here at TCA at 4:30 in the West Region Soccer Tournament.
Three-yard loss, 5 carries, 35 yards. Good pursuit by TCA, but poor tackling that we did not drop him for more of a loss than what we did. Good penetration by the TCA defense there. Defensive end came across, went as deep as the ball, and that was the reason that we were able to turn that play back in. But you got to wrap up.
It is second down and 13, the loss of 3. Hand off right up the gut, and that's Fulham. 50, 45, breaks a couple tackles, breaks another tackle, 40, 35, 30, at the TCA 25, breaks another tackle, and finally TCA knocks him down at the 23-yard line. He literally looked like a pinball going down the field.
16, Malcolm.
25, 35, 43-yard run on that play. Who was that again?
That was Fulham, number 16.
He is at 199 yards on 6 carries. Diamond, they're running my old high school offense, our exact basic formation, and we're not stopping it.
No, and it's
I
not.
thought I recognize this.
It will be hand off again. This time it's going to be another running back carrying it. This is going to be Porter Hughes. He's inside the 15, down to about the 13. Excuse me, that was not Hughes. That was number 40, Jordan Artser.
That's a pickup of 9.
Yep, second down and a yard. Now, and the Tyrese Miller's saying first down. Now, yep, he said it's a first down, yeah. Well, it's some confusion. Now they're going to move the chains. Interesting. First and 10, the ball at the 13. Hand off. Fulham. They grab him by the ankles this time and do not allow him to slip away. And the guy down at the bottom of the pile that made a textbook tackle, that was Tyler Pittman.
If any of my old Wrights Panther teammates happen to be listening, they're basically running the 300 series offense out of a 20 series set. That one with a wide out, that would have been North 326 on that play.
8 minutes left.
It's scary that I can remember my plays by looking at them 30-some-odd years later.
Second down and 10. Remember like an elephant. Receiver far side left, one hit to the near side. Fulham drops on the slant pattern. Got a man there and he dropped it. doing a pad behind him. Petrowski was the guy that he intended it for, and it was defended by the other 17, Pittman. Ball probably should have been caught, although it was thrown a little bit behind him.
Yeah, and a little high. And Diamond, their receivers, they're going downfield a lot more than I saw on the video. And, you know, and on a play like that, TCA's got to bring the pain, hit hard. You got to be a rib cracker on that play.
Yep, no doubt.
John Keith Butler will know what I'm talking about that. You got to hit them hard and make them think twice about coming across the middle.
Well, Fulton under center on the third down and 10 for the TCA 13. Hands it off to Bird. Bird's got a block in front of him. Bird breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. Pittman finally gets him, but I think he's in the end zone.
Zoom in on the
Well, no, they mark him at the 1. Pittman saved the score. But it's going to be first and goal. Stan, they ran it, and they had the guard pulling out in front of him, or he was able to run by him, or run to his left to that pulling guard, and he almost went in again.
That was 341. Pulling an offensive guard, runs the 1 hole, which is the left side sweep out before the series formation.
Well,
yikes.
It is.
I know how to defend it, but I'm up here, not down there.
All right, it's going to be first and goal at the 1. Fulton under center. He'll probably keep it on the quarterback. No, he's going to hand it off. And that ball is dropped. And I think TCA's come up with it. They have. Fumble by Bird, and coming up with it was number 15, Harrison Freeman. And now Tipton Rosemark shoots themselves in the foot.
Well, Diamond, I watched video of the Jackson Christian game. Both teams shot themselves in the foot. A lot of two-score ebbs and flows in that ball game right now. We've got to get that ebb flowing our way a little bit. This has got to be the possession that does it, but we're going to have to go almost the distance.
4-yard line. The Lions will have it deep in their own territory. That's the bad news. The good news is they avoided another score by Tipton Rosemark. Goodwin hands it off to Davis. Davis sliding his way across the 5, and he'll be down about the 7, I think.
I don't know, whether you put him into a slot or whether you put, and I kind of wonder why we haven't seen Harrison Freeman at the running back position yet, but I get Harrison in there, put Davis at a slot, drag him across in motion. That's going to set him up for single coverage downfield.
Davis came in. He's over at the 1,000-yard mark, 992 coming in. Harrison Freeman came in with 274 yards.
He's close to it.
Might have been 992 coming in.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I looked at the wrong side.
That's okay. Second down and 7. Now TCA drops the ball, and Davis picks it back up, and he's in trouble back inside the 5, trying to scramble, and does a good job getting up across the 10.
He may get a first down.
Good grief. That might be the first down of the year. I think he's going to be a tad short, I think. I don't know. At the 14, he could have it. They dropped the ball. Davis picked it up in the backfield. He's going to be about a yard or 2 short. I think they're going to mark it at the 12. He's got to get to the 14, 3rd and 2. But he really should have been decked inside the 5. Made that happen, didn't he, Stan?
He certainly did. Now he's officially over 1,000 yards for the season. Wow. What a run, 2 yards still to go for the first down.
It will be 3rd and 2. Big play here with 6 minutes left in the first half. TCA down 28-14. Hand off Davis. Davis nowhere to go, and he did not make it. They dropped him for a loss back at the 11. Did a lot of dancing. Stand too long for that play to materialize, and the blocking that time. This O-line's done a good job all year, but just nothing there that time.
Well, you've got Tipton Rosemark doing a great job of extending the play. Again, I can't emphasize enough that they're putting 7 men within 1 yard of the line of scrimmage. Diamond, they're putting more kids up there than we can block.
Yep.
And that's what it is. And very precarious here. Northcutt is going to stand in his own end zone. He'll probably punt from his own 2-yard line. Actually, boy, we've got to have a good snap here and blocking, because they almost blocked one punt by Isaac earlier in this game.
Sure did. 5:56. Petrowski stands back at his own 45. Northcutt stands 2 yards deep in his own zone. Harrison Freeman turns around and says something to him. And the snap is forthcoming. Good snap. He'll get it away. And a nice booming punt. Petrowski will let that thing hit. Probably should have called for the fair catch, but then it takes a TCA roll down to the 41-yard line, make it the 40, and under the circumstances, stand outstanding punt by Mr. Northcutt.
About a 50-yarder for Isaac there, and only averaging 37, but he had a couple of 50-yarders against Clarksville, and he's got one tonight.
He's really playing well. Interviewed his brother, Alex, last night at the Bethel game on the pregame show. Did a great job. You can watch the high school scores every Friday night, fifth quarter. I'm not sure the young lady's name that's working with him, but they do a good job, work hard over there. My good buddy Tom Brooks still there, the legendary one. Well, at the 40-yard line, they'll have it there, 1st and 10, they being Clifton Rosemont out of Shelby County. 5:45. Fulton under center. Hands it off fullback, and that's the other Fulton. 50, 45, breaking tackle after tackle. And finally, Brady Robertson pulls him down at the 42-yard line of TCA. And Stan, they're just gashing right now, the TCA defense.
217 yards on 8 carries. I don't know where this was a couple of weeks ago, but we're not stopping it at all. This kid, he's running the ball like, he's on a pace to have 450 yards in this contest if he keeps up and do that with under 20 carries.
Fulton under center again. Backs behind him there. One receiver. Petrowski here to the near side. They pitch it here this time to Bird. Bird makes a guy miss. There goes that. Great play by Needham Miller. It looked like he was going to make Goodwin miss. But Needham did a great job there. Textbook tackling. I think we have a flag down here at the 40-yard line, though. Yeah, we do. I think it's going to be on Tipton Rosemark. I think Petrowski, that's the second time he's going to be called for holding downfield. He can't believe it. He's throwing his hands up in the air, looking at Coach Penner. Coach Penner's probably over there saying, telling him to quit that. I don't need that.
And then that's one of those deals, you take the penalty or you take the play.
Well, the ball would be a loss of about 4 yards. It would be second down at about 14, back at about the 46.
You're going to take the penalty.
His face mask. Yes, the confusion among the officials on what the call was. Face mask on shows some confusion. The side judge telling Tyrese Miller what happened. Now, they're going to continue to talk it over.
And the official that will mark off the play is pointing. Well, now he's going to call that.
Now, Blake Butler's got his hands up in the air. He's saying, hey, wait a minute now.
I don't know what's going on here.
Face mask. Oh, it looked like it was Petrowski downfield, I guess fighting off what he thought was going to be a recovery by the defensive secondary, and then he is called for it.
I kind of wonder.
Well, they had to call that a blatant face mask. They had to call it, and that's why the yardage.
I don't know how you do an offensive face mask unless you're trying to fight it off and grab it.
Yeah, I probably some contact, and he just stuck his hand in there and got the face mask and must have turned it a certain way.
I'll take that back. Goodwin's been called a couple times for a face mask on the offense.
It's first in a long way. Hand off. Fulton breaks the tackle, breaks another 50, 45, 40, on his feet, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. TCA lets them off the hook. It was first and 29. And they go, ladies and gentlemen, 61 yards scored by Fulton. And they're putting on an exhibition running the football at the 4:47 mark. Stan, unbelievable.
Good night, Irene. That's about all I can say about his good night, Irene.
Well, the Lions had pulled back within 2 scores, and now they're down 34-14.
He's got 320 yards on 9 carries, and we're in the first half of this ball game.
61-yard run by Fulton, and over 300 yards. Stan just told you. It's 35-14, and this crowd even grows quieter. Back up to this 30 on Fox Sports Jackson 105.3.
Welcome back our alumni. We ask that our alumni stop by the alumni tent for some special gift opportunities to register to win. Appreciate you being here tonight.
So, with 4:47 left, here's another onside kick. This time Brady Robertson gets it, and he's hit hard and now takes a foul. That's going to be helmet to helmet. Yeah, Robertson went high in the air to get it, and the Victor Rosemark kid came right in. I don't think he really meant it to be dirty. It's just the momentum that he had. And
Yeah, well, they're going to say his knee was on the ground and then a late hit.
Is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah, I saw the official signal knee on the ground.
I think they called an intentional foul. I think even if that hadn't been the case, his knee, I think they would have said helmet to helmet too.
Yeah, well, either way, it was going to be contact after
47-yard line. So that will move it, stand down inside the Tipton Rosemark 40. Both teams have really, really hurt themselves tonight with some really weird and crazy penalties.
This is 5 onside kicks in the first half, and we've almost lost every single one of them.
38-yard line, 1st and 10. So the Lions have great field position here now. It's going to take a while to do a scoring recap. All of the scores by TCA, by the way, Jeff Drake logging. First downs by Clement Transmission Record Service. Player of the game by Jeff Drake logging. That's still to be determined. If it was Tipton Rosemark, we know who it would be. And the high school football scoreboard by Utah. Halftime, Stan will have scores, highlights. We'll have the scoring recap for you.
You know, it's hard to say. I mean, I know we're supposed to give it to a TCA player. It would be hard not, if this continues, it'd be hard not to give it to Fulham, period.
Peabody leading Union City 35-7. And Peabody kicked an onside kick with 1 minute left and scored again.
Peabody's kicking with a 20. I'm going to reserve comment on that.
35-7 over Union City. Union City's not the power they used to be.
No.
Peabody is a power that they have become lately, though.
But, you know, I mean, you know, we've got Peabody with 28-point lead doing onside kicks. We've got Tipton Rosemark with a 21-point lead. They've done 5 onside kicks. I mean, this game's not out of the woods for them yet, but
the only thing I can think of is that Coach Penner just thinks he's going to be able to move the ball all night.
If this is the fourth quarter and this difference in the score, I'd start to become highly upset. But right now, it's just we're not prepared.
35-7, or make it 35-14. TCA's got a chance here, though. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Up to the Rosemark. 4:44 scored here. You're right back in the game. Receiver far side right. One here, Graves to the near side. They're in the gun, and a snap. Dylan drops it, gets it back, throws, caught. Pittman has it. 35-30, 25-24. Clement Transmission Record Service goes down with great points by William Goodwin. Davis gives him the glad hand back there. You might have seen that on TCALines.com/live. And TCA's got a Clement Transmission Record Service first down at the 24.
TCA has completed more passes in this game than they have in any other, and we're down at 21. What we got to do now is, quite frankly, I put Harrison Freeman back there at running back.
Back, Pittman in motion, sets down to the left. They give it to Davis, who's in the pistol. 35, or make it 30, 25-20, galloping his way down to about the 16-yard line. Going to be about a yard or two short, 2nd down and short.
That's his largest gain of the night. That's about an 8-yard gain for Flash Davis.
He averages 9.7 every time he runs the football for TCA.
And that run just now got him over 20 yards. He's got unofficially 9 carries, 21 yards. But what I was saying, I almost put Harrison Freeman back there. That will alter their defense because they'll have to pull back to respect Kevin Davis as a pass receiver, and then that
doubles right,
run game.
Receiver left, snap to the right of Goodwin. Did a good job pulling it down, hands it into the belly of Davis. And he's got a Clement Transmission Record Service first down to about the 13.
I mean, barely.
I think he's got him about a yard, I think. Although they've not shown us that, now they're moving the chains across the way.
One thing you can see, David,
Clement Transmission Record Service first down.
What you can see, Dave, watching this game is how well Tipton Rosemark is tackling in this football game.
As crazy as this game has been, you just keep your poise, though. This could wind up being a 55 to 54 kind of game, so you just got to keep your poise, stay at it. If you score here, you're only 2 down at halftime. Pittman sets down to the right, doubles far side right. Hand off to Davis. Pittman gives him a great block. He moves to the outside, breaks the tackle, dancing his way to the 10, and dances his way down near the 5-yard line, out of bounds.
He's going to pick up 9 yards on that play, 32 rushes, and now TCA starting to get a little rushing momentum going here on the last 2 plays.
Well, what that does too, Stan, your chance to score, but you get in a little bit of rhythm running it, and it keeps your defense off the field having to deal with this potent attack by Tipton Rosemont.
And then in turn wins these Tipton Rosemont guys as well.
Yep, Goodwin with Davis to his left. Hands it to Kevin. He makes the guy miss magically in the backfield. Now makes another guy miss, and blunders his way somehow to about the 4.
He got the first down off of that. No, check that. We're on the 1st and goal here.
Yep, so it's going to be
3rd and goal. We'll pick up a 3.
Yep, 3rd and goal to 3 with 2:18 left in the half. TCA down 34-14, 7-0, tied at 7, 14-7, 21-7, 28-7, 28-14, now 35-14. Lions have played catch-up all night. Pittman in the gun. 2 minutes left here. Pittman in motion here to the near side. And that's going to be, I think, illegal motion on the Lions, I think. There is still 5 on the play clock, so it's not that infraction. Something out of sync there a little bit. And let's see what they've called here.
Well, it's got to be backfield motion there.
She didn't sing the song, but you say backfield motion makes you think of a great musical artist. And sad to hear that Diane Carroll, at the age of 45, singer and actress, passed away with cancer.
Wonderful actress, got her start back down in the late 60s.
Yeah, wonderful singer, lovely lady. 35-14. We want to pass along our thoughts and prayers to the Blue Mountain family, Blue Mountain College down in Blue Mountain, Mississippi. They lost patriarch Miss Johnny Armstrong. The funeral services tomorrow on the campus of Blue Mountain. A legendary, iconic figure at Blue Mountain.
Classy lady.
Oh yeah, she always thought I was Chris Nelson. We don't even look alike. I'm better looking. Goodwin in the shotgun. Play fake to Davis. Wants to throw. Throws to Pittman. He's caught it. And they'll knock him down at the 6-yard line.
All right,
well, now it's 4th and goal with 1:42. Do you send out Lopez or do you go for it? It looks like Lopez is going to be called Johnny on the spot. Lopez on the year. This is pretty well cotton for him, basically.
Hash mark to the left there.
His longest is what, 37? And it'll be hash mark left for the right-footed kicker. They mark it at the 13, 23-yard attempt to cut the lead in half. Snap back, ball down, kick up, and that kick is up. It's got the distance, and it's got the accuracy. 35-17, nice play by Lopez, or by his kicker in this case. 35-17 with 1:05 left in the half. Stay with us, everybody, at 30 on 105.3.
17. Reminder at halftime, we have special recognition of our TCA golf teams for the past week's accomplishments at the TUSA State Golf Tournament. Back to cook for your Lions, number 10, Joao Lopez. Receiving for the Rebels, number 17, Ethan.
Tipton Rosemont's offense has absolutely dominated on the night.
Smoke from the grills down to our right, hovering over the playing field. Almost a foggy look to it. That ball skitters by one of the up men, Adrian Sprinkle. And it sprinkled right by him and into the end zone. It sprinkled. And with 1:05 left in the half, They'll have it at the 20. Tipton Rosemart leading the game 35-17.
Quickly, some Youthtown scoreboard updates. Dyer County 42, Clarksville nothing. Dresden leads South Fulton 7-6. Crockett leading Obion 20-14. Haywood leading Ripley 42-0. Columbia Academy leading Jackson Christian 14-7. We'll have more after this play.
That Lopez field goal again brought to you by Jeff Drake Logging, our scoring sponsor on every TCA score throughout the year. And inside handoff, Fuller, 40, 45 midfield, 40.
He's gone.
35, 30, an 80-yard run by Fuller. The guy's going to be near 400 yards. Went right down the middle. And TCA, I don't know that anyone ever put a hand on him. What a spectacular night for this young man, Matt Fullen, the senior running back for Tipton Rosemart. And Stan, he went right down the gut, or up the gut in this case, and then went downhill after that. I don't know that we ever put a hand on him.
Our defensive line, well, let's just say that the offensive line for Tipton Rosemart is totally dominating this game.
41-17, right when you have some momentum, they take it right back in a big way. Jones in to attempt his PAT. A little bit of a snafu on the, and it's no good. The snafu on the snap, and the holder could not get it down. He tried to do a good job there. Sam Cannon, backup quarterback. But it remains a 41-17 game with 50 seconds left in the half. Stay with us at 30 on Fox Sports Jackson 105.3. Kick that's gathered in at the 42-yard line by Joshua Todd. So pretty good field position. That's the good news. If they're on 42, the bad news is though, it's only 41 seconds left, and the clock continues to run.
McNary leads Bolivar 34-7. Houston County leads Riverside 13-3.
I'm not sure, Steve, if anyone's on the sidelines. And now I see Tyrese Miller walking over here. Yeah, they did spot it. I think we had about 4 seconds to run off the clock, I think. Yeah. Blake Butler's holding up 4 fingers and saying, okay. So 40 seconds or 42, I think.
Scotts Hill leads Hickman County 20-14. Northside over Liberty 13-0. Camden and Fairview tie at 7. Huntington leads Collingwood 35-0. Covington and Milan tied at 7 at the half.
It's 8:15 and we're down to 69 degrees. How about that? Isn't that nice? I have my jacket on, folks. Not that any of you care. 2 receivers far side right, but just to paint a picture for you here. Gilbert's going to throw on the fly pattern. It's going to be picked off. Picked off by Jalen Hurt. Hurt is at the 45 and scrambling his way back to about the 48-yard line. Tatum just threw one up for grabs that time. And there were about 3 Tipton Rosemart guys, the closest guys there. And it's going to be Tipton Rosemart's ball at their own 48. Or Stan, the way they're running it with Fullen in the gang, they're certainly within striking distance.
If they don't give it to Fullen on this play, I question the coaching ability of the Tipton Rosemart staff. He's just gashing us.
4th year, Coach Minter's done a good job with this program. They were 6-5 last year, lost to Chattanooga Grace Christian 27-0 in the first round of the Division IIA playoffs. Both of these teams made it to the second round of their respective playoff situations last year. Wachowski here to the near side. Where is Fullen? He's right in behind the other Fullen. That's Payne Fullen. He's the fullback. Max right behind him. Sure is. They run fullback, receiver, tailback. Just put him wherever you want it. They don't give it to him this time. They give it to Bird. Bird wraps it up. He's at the 50 to the 45 and decks his head and moves to about the 42 with 33 seconds left. He's close to the first down and did not quite get it. And now they're going to measure and stop the clock with 26 seconds left. Nope, they say, Tyrese Miller says it is a first down. They crank the clock back up. 25 seconds, down to 22, 21, 20.
If I'm them, I'm hustling to get a
Yeah, sure am. They pitch it here to Bird again. Bird runs into one of his own blockers. He ran to Jerry Heigl that time, and Heigl basically would have been credited for a tackle if he's playing defense. But they're just going to let the clock run out. Now, why not? Tipton Rosemart leads the game 30 or make it 41-17 at the break. This is the most points TCA should have going to have. I have to go back to the record book in a long, long time. We take a 2-minute break. We're back with our halftime activities. The Lions on the short end of a 41-17 game. Back after this 2-minute message on Fox Sports Jackson 105.3.
We're going to film the cheerleaders. AC, keep your shot there. And they're going to do something. They're going to honor the golf team. So we'll should get that too. I don't know where they're going to be or where they're going to come in at. Let's keep looking for it.
Okay, for your halftime entertainment, we may have a little technical difficulty. We're going to try this here. Our TCA Lady Lions cheerleaders.
Zoom in a little bit, AC.
We appreciate our cheerleaders. We give them a hand. Apologize for the technical difficulties. Our cheerleaders are freshman Ellie Grace Bailey, Riley Grace Bailey, Sally Griggs, Presley Wallace, Raleigh Key, Billy Stewart, sophomores, Paul McCall, Audrey Reason, Junior, Ella Bunch, Mickey Campbell, Hannah Miller, Mrs. Smith, Hannah Watkins, and our seniors, Abby Coleman, Kristen Reese, and Gracie Megline. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, draw your attention to midfield for special halftime recognition. Tonight, we would like to introduce and congratulate our high school golf teams. Both our boys and girls teams just returned this week from the Division II state tournament. First, the introduction of our ladies Lion golf team. Freshman Peyton Nicholson, Lydia Baker, sophomore Mackenzie Wilson, junior Hope Wallace, and senior Josie Wallace. The Lady Lions finished the season as the West Tennessee Region runner-up and participated in the 7th consecutive team state tournament, finishing 4th. Sophomore Mackenzie Wilson finished 5th as an individual in the region tournament. Junior Hope Wallace finished 4th individually in the region tournament. And your senior Josie Wallace finished 9th individually in the state tournament and is very committed to play golf for the Lady Bulldogs of Union University. Now the introduction of our Lion golf team. Introduces 8th grader 11 Lane, freshman Tracy Robinson, Will Yocko, Luke Riley, sophomore Will Brown, junior J.P. Oliver, Jackson Cutler, and Sam Weiser, and senior Garrett McCraw. The Lions finished the season undefeated, as well as the West Tennessee Region champion, and participated in the 3rd consecutive team state tournament, finishing as your 2019 state runner-up in Division II golf. Freshman Chase Robinson finished as the region runner-up, shooting 2 under par and finished 9th individually in the state tournament. Sophomore Will Brown finished as the region 5th place medalist, and your senior Garrett McCall finished as your region individual champion, shooting a 3 under par 69. Garrett has committed to play golf for the Bulldogs of Union University. The Lions are coached by Coach Derek Robinson. And tonight, Upper Stewart Principal would like to congratulate both our Lions and our Lady Lions golf team. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a big round of applause for their accomplishment this year. The 2019 Lions and Lady Lions golf team. Be sure to stop by, get some concessions. Grill burgers, jumbo hot dogs, barbecue sandwiches, and barbecue nachos, popcorn, candy, and pretzels.
Anybody
Also, race classes set up funnel cakes, not giving fruits in the face, and help raise funds. For the upcoming Washington DC,
Get your
please stop by and support our 8th grade class. We'd like to welcome back our 2009 class to the 10-year reunion. Class members that are here and present. Your own coach, Nathan Dio, Jake Williams, Becca, Barry Frazier, Becky Gibson Lyman, Daisy Coach, Meredith Paul Urban, Liz Rose Ward, Chelsea Lace, Alexander, Adam Hilliard, Steven Smith, Justin Gillett, and Amanda Dew Smith.
Still talking about.
Is there still that much pizza? So then there's some in the other box. It's a whole nother pizza. What are the other pizzas on the phone? Okay.
Huh?
Where are the other pizzas filming from?
Pretty little camera.
That's it. Are there coordinators or salaries?
Huh?
They just put the coordinators around the building.
No. Do this box right here. Did you get back a bomb and a what's line?
TCA.com/. What's the username on the password again?
Try CC2.
Caps.
Yep. We can hear him talk.
Oh, I didn't do that. I was not gonna watch.
You went back.
TCA is proud to partner with lifelong blood. We welcome our alumni here tonight. We appreciate having alumni coming back to visit TCA. If you haven't already, you can stop by the TCA booster table for the stadium seats and TCA apparel. Tonight's game time sponsor is Morton Moving and Storage. Contact Edward Williams at 731-668-MOVE. M-O-V-E. Appreciate Morton Moving and Storage for the support of TCA Lions football.
All right, good for
Another
him.
sponsor, Professional Eye Care Coaches, Tuesday Tractor, Golden Circle Exterminators, SM Lawrence, ESC, Electrical System Company. We appreciate our athletic trainer, Kevin Henson, with West Tennessee Sports Plus Rehab Center here at Jackson. Tune in to listen to TCA football at Plus Sports Jackson, all 5 to 1 p.m. Begin the second half. Joao Lopez and the TCA Lions will kick off at 3:30 feet for the 50 Mark. Relish, the 17. Ethan Petrosky.
And the things that listen to us. Well, and here's an onside kick by Lopez, and it goes through 2 or 3 bodies, and then it's caught by
Archer.
Jordan Archer. You're right. They had a chance at that, but then it skittered by a couple people. Took Jackal Kelly down to the press box, or down to the concession stand, and Tommy Chapman. Tom and Melinda fed him down there. You have to have connections in this world every once in a while. And guess who I ran into in the stands right below us down to the right?
Who's that?
The lovely Haley Golden, former TCA basketball player, former assistant with us at Bethel.
And
your shot's gonna
a
stay
very
wider,
good
stay where
electrical
you are
engineer,
now.
I might add.
She is outstanding in a press box
down
with
your
help
shots.
with
You're gonna
different
get them
technical
staggered.
things as far as getting you on the air. 45-yard line, 1st and 10.
You're gonna follow the ball, follow the action,
It will be
and after a run,
Bullet under center.
Good run
Hands it to
or a good
Bird.
tackle.
Bird far side
Tackle.
right, trying to get outside. Great tackle. Outstanding
Good line.
tackle. Tyler Pittman's really had an outstanding game. He made the stop for about a 2-yard loss back at the 43.
10 carries, 47 yards. Diamond, Mac Fullen in the first half averaged 40 yards a carry.
We were gone, and people were asking me how many yards, or we were telling people how many yards. How many yards did he actually run in the first half?
I got him with 400 yards on 10 carries.
I said 380 to 400, so we were in the
Steven
horseshoes
zoom in a
and
little tighter.
hand grenades area. Close. Fullen under center. We have the Fullen brothers. His brother right behind
There you
him.
go, pan up
They have a younger brother who doesn't play on the team. Hand off Bird again. Bird running room to midfield. Running room still on his feet to the 46-yard line of TCA. Going to be about a yard short, I think, of the first down. You know, Bird, we talk so much about Fullen, but Bird's got a good secondary back for them tonight.
11 carries, 56 yards, 456.
Flag on the play, Stan. Excuse me. I think they're going to get Tipton Rosemark. No, I thought maybe there was a flag on the play, but maybe not. I'm not sure. Tyrese Miller saying, guys, hold up here. Some confusion.
Have no idea. Tipton Rosemark,
Sorry about the play clock. Excuse me. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
unofficially rushing offense so far in this game, 483 yards.
So the ball at the 46, 1st and 10. Or excuse me, 3rd and 1. It was good to see Haley. I was kidding her a little bit about. She's with Northwestern Mutual and flying all over the country, making big bucks now. Davis Orange, her boyfriend,
Steve,
former
you know
great player here at TCA. He's not here tonight.
Start the
Maybe
recording
listening.
and stop it
He's
before
working.
and after every play.
Long time boyfriend too.
Yeah, 46-yard line, 3rd and 1. And Katie, I saw
Okay,
Katie
thank you.
Golden, Scott, maybe listening tonight, and the Golden family. Great friends of ours, great people. They put it in the gut this time of running back and inside the 40 to the 35. And scrambling his way, that's Fullen again. And Max Fullen's got it down to the 34-yard line of TCA. This kid is putting on a clinic tonight. But, you know, we give him a lot of credit. But, Stan, his offensive line has been sterling tonight.
Absolutely on that play. What was that, about 15-yard gain on that?
Well, yes, he was. Absolutely. So it's 1st and 10. TCA's defense just has not been able to stop this running onslaught tonight.
Steve, I'm not
And
too
to be
concerned
honest
about
with
this
you, we're
number
also
17
not taking anything
right
away
down
from
the
Tipton
bottom, so you
Rosemark.
can
We're all a
actually
little
see
stunned by this.
more tighter.
We thought this would be a game that could go either way, but I think TCA was slightly favored. Stan, would you think so?
They were probably favored by conventional wisdom. Timeout, Tipton Rosemark. They were probably favored. TCA was probably favored by anywhere from 2 to 3 touchdowns in this game going into it. Let's take a 30-second break. 41-17. Back after this.
message from a Cardinals fan that says the Cubs are at home wishing they were the Cards are now.
Kind of like the Cardinals were the last 3 years, huh?
34-yard line.
Especially in 2016, we won the World Championship.
1st and 10, 34. Head off Fullen. Good tackle this time. Around the ankle, grabbing him right at the line of scrimmage is Harrison Freeman. Nice stop by the TCA line.
A mock cheer from the TCA.
There's 3 things I try to avoid. Arguments over politics, especially these days. Argument over religion. And arguments over rivalries in sports. When it comes to the Yankees-Red Sox, Zach's a big Red Sox fan here in the box. I stay away from that. He does as well. But you Cardinals and Cub fans, you just got to snip at each other like 2 little chihuahuas going at each other. 2nd and 10.
That's pretty good, actually.
Bird to the 35, Bird to the 30. This is not good as he scrambles his way down to the 20-yard line for another tipped in Rosemark first down. Stan, what are they doing to be so effective running this ball here? You're a lineman back in football.
The linemen are absolutely 100% totally dominating the line of scrimmage, and our linebackers aren't filling in as well. I mean,
and we've lost some games, Stan, but we just haven't seen it like this, have we?
Well, we gave up 47 to South Gibson and 56 to Fayette Academy, but we're on pace now to give up,
even the Fayette Academy game, though, I didn't see us giving up chunks of yards like this at times. I mean,
no,
they plays, but they're more versatile as far as throwing the ball as well. They've thrown it tonight, tipped the Rosemark enough to be effective. Here's the inside. A nice move, and Fullen's inside the 10, down to 5, still on his feet to about the 5. I agree with you. I thought that was a block in the back and no call. But it looked like Brady Robinson, this guy that was blocked. He's gifted going down the field, and Tipton Rosemark has it at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, and this crowd, some of them have already left. This crowd really, really quiet. And you had the cameras on them, it did a rejection.
Yards.
Yeah. Excuse me, I'm sorry?
13 carries, 85 yards for Bird.
That Bird, I thought that was Fullen that carried it again.
No, that was 5.
That was 5, that was Bird. He's had a good game. He's going to go over 100, no doubt.
And he's trying to.
Petrowski to the right.
Hand up a little bit, Steve.
It's 1st and goal at the 5 of TCA. Here is, this time, they flip over here, and it's Bird. And they stop it. Nice play there by several of the Lions.
I will say this: they're running with a fullback set and a halfback, with a halfback offset to the left in this case, and it's a sweep play to the halfback. It's an underhanded toss. It is about as ugly a design play as you could have from a technical standpoint, but they're running it very well.
John Brosford, our producer director, sending me messages. TCA comes with a blitz, and they get Fullen this time back in the backfield. Goodwin leads the way. Morris was there as well. Play a moment ago was by J.P. Oliver, by the way. And they drop them all the way back to the 9. But this drive stand taking a lot of time. We're down to 7 minutes already in the 3rd quarter. 41-17. And TCA, it looks like a tough night on homecoming 2019.
And this is an and goal situation too.
Talking to Andy about Kyle Aiken at the collegiate level, said he had his best collegiate game last week, almost 300 yards passing. They lost the game, but said he had a great game. Proud of him. Maybe watching or listening tonight. Fullen over the middle, incomplete. Tried to hit over the middle that time on a little slant pattern to Jordan Atzer, but it went awry. A lot of traffic there, a lot of TCA folks in the area. 6:33 left, clock arrested now, and it will be 4th and goal at the 9.
You know, Zach can't hear me right now. This is Zach's fault we're losing like this. He's not invited back. I've got to correlate something.
He and I had a 58-3 game on the short end last night at the college level. It was brutal, to be honest with you.
And this one's no better.
You don't like to say it, but when you're down 58-3, Stan, that's one of those deals where you say, well, you just let the clock run, and you're hoping to get that thing over with. Not
and you don't have a running clock in college.
No, we sure don't. Maybe they should. Mississippi State Cowbells in the house tonight. If you ever been to Starkville, those things will drive you nuts. Although, It's great ambience. John and Teresa Whitehead. That ball picked off. Pulling through it, and it's picked off by Joshua Todd, the big INT. Picked it off around the 5-yard line, brought it back out to about the 8. And TCA stymies the bid for Tipton Rosemark to up their lead.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to criticize the Tipton Rosemark play calling. You got a running back with over 400 yards at the half. Why are you not giving it to him every single play? Why you go from you've got almost 500 yards rushing the ball. Why are you trying to throw the ball?
Well, I could think of maybe one reason not to wear him out and get him hurt or anything. I could think of that, maybe one reason, and then spread the love around. Spread the love around a little bit with other people. Play fake to Davis. Goodwin throws it out there, and it's picked off. Intercepted.
Touchdown. Good.
It is picked off by Jalen Hurt.
They read that play perfectly, Diamond.
They sure did. That's a 8-yard pickoff, pick 6 for Jalen Hurd.
I'm going to tell you how you stop that play. You set up in that formation again, fake it, pump fake it, and then run a fly downfield to the opposite side of the field.
Yeah, they read that perfectly.
That's how you beat that.
Yeah. Anticipation and at the right spot at the right time, but that time it's even better than that. They just read it perfectly and executed perfectly defensively. 47-17. Snap back, ball down, and that was a sort of a snafu again, and it's no good. Jones and Tipton Rosemark goes to the sideline, leading by 30 though. 47-17, 6:23 third. Stay with us at 30 on Fox Sports Jackson 105.3 and TCALines.com/live. .17 here. Lisa Northcutt right in front of us here, our lovely friend. Onside kick, Tipton Rosemark.
Okay, now it's getting ridiculous.
Will Keltner threw into that football at the 44. Yeah, I sort of got a question now. You're up by 30.
Now it's getting ridiculous.
It was 6:21. I'm not sure why you would still be doing an onside kick.
That is 6 onside kicks. And number 6 is when you're up by 30. Well, you know what I would call this.
I mean, they're obviously keeping it away from Kevin Davis, but there's other ways to do that, I think.
You can kick it to the sideline, a short kick out of bounds.
Yeah. So at the 44, 1st and 10, doubles far side left. Northcutt, single receiver hit him up. Pittman in motion, the up back. They're in the pistol with Davis behind Goodwin. He hands it to Davis. Davis goes left, now comes back right, makes 2 or 3 guys miss.
That's a face mask.
Yep, and looked like they got him around the face mask.
No call.
And the official didn't see it, I guess. Man, everyone else did. Everyone in the crowd saw it. We saw it. And the official flat missed it. At the 46-yard line, I'm not sure how he missed that, seeing that.
Because his head clearly turned.
Yeah.
His body was going to the north, and his head clearly did a 45-degree turn.
The home crowd exploded here on the near side, some of them standing in dismay.
Well, we can't blame this on the officials, but they blew that one.
Yeah, they sure did. 47-17. 2nd and 1. The ball at the 46. Hand off Davis. Davis runs into his own player, Pittman, but then powers his way for the first down to the 42. Other than that big run, though, Kevin's had tonight, Stan, yardage for him has been tough all night, hasn't it?
He's got 14 carries for 48. That big run was via the pass.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. Thanks for correcting me. That's a little flat. It's almost like a run because he did most of it after he caught it, but that was a little pass out in the flat, wasn't it?
And that was a Clement transmission record service first down.
Yes. Pittman the up back. Pistol. Davis behind Goodwin. Pittman sets down to the left now. Right off the offensive line. Davis has it, finds a hole, and scampers his way, ducks his head, and moves to the 38.
He's going to pick up 4 on the play.
Yep. Second down and 6, 4:55. The only problem is moving the ball effectively now, but taking a lot of time to do it.
Well,
needs some explosive plays.
I think I know what the reason they're doing this.
Like you're driving. 4:40 left here. Well, Stan, a loss here tonight really puts the loser sort of behind the 8 ball for the...
Well, Jackson Christian in a battle with Columbia Academy.
Yep.
At this point, we'd need a Columbia Academy win.
We'll be there next week in Columbia. Davis has a head of steam this time as he gets the pitch back and moves to the 30, inside the 30, and down to about the 26 for another Clement transmission. Jimmy Connie Clement transmission, first down.
65 yards rushing on 16 carries for Flash Davis.
So it's 1st and 10. 4:18 left, third stanza. TCA down by 30 and a surprise.
What the heck was that? I just knocked something. Oh, I know what it was.
1st and 10. Goodwin in the pistol again with Davis behind him. Hands it off to Davis. Makes the first guy miss on the blitz. 20, 15, 10. There's the explosive play we're talking about. Touchdown Lions. A Jeff Drake logging big score. 25-yard run by Kevin Davis.
And that's what TCA needed there. Kevin Davis's biggest run of the night. He's got 90 yards rushing on 17 carries. TCA not giving up, but it may not be enough.
47-23. Just got to stop them now, get another score, and possibly get back in the game in the 4th. I'm being the ultimate optimist, I know. But why not? Lopez, PAT, good. 47-24. Well, who knows? The Lions could get a stop, a turnover, get right back in it. 4:09 in the 3rd. Stay with us. The Lions on the short end, but showing some spunk back up to this 30 on 105.3. I advise Lopez, just get that touchback. And he goes out of bounds.
Well, Diamond, here's the thing. When you're in a tight ball game, the onside kick can be your friend. But when you're down 47-24 and you can't kick the ball 10 yards and they've got over 500 yards of offense, you're just giving them an extremely short field to score again.
Well, I will say this in defense of the coaching staff and Blake and the gang. You know, you're just trying to get the ball back because you haven't been able to stop them, even if they're down at their own 20. You haven't been able to stop them, so why not gamble and just try to get your hands back on the football. Handoff, running back. Coming right at us is Jordan Atzer. And he's going to pick up positive yards to the 45. They're going to give him 4, 2nd and 6.
Well, here's my theory, Diamond. I'd rather we got more chances to stop them if we make them drive 80 yards than we do if we make them drive 49 yards. The way this game is going so far.
Well, I'm just offering the other.
Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying. But I'm just offering the other side of it, though. I think there is some degree of merit to maybe.
I just don't understand how this team has lost 3 in a row.
Double wing set here as Fullen's in the shotgun now. Going to throw it, and that ball almost picked off. Brady Robertson got a hand on it. And then coming up with it out of bounds was Harrison Freeman, but he was out of bounds with it. And almost a turnover there.
Well, he got Petrowski got shoved in the back, and he's holding his back.
Now I would question Coach Penner. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Why are they throwing the ball?
Who are we to question him? He's got 47 on the board, and they played great, and he's made a lot of good calls. But you know, with Fullen back there, I don't know why you just don't run the ball until TCA stops you.
He's still in the game.
Yeah, he's behind Fullen. Fullen to Fullen.
Fullback spot.
Yep. Receiver far side right. They give it to Fullen, and there's Ryan. 40, 35, outside to the 30. Switches that ball in his hand to the right hand, to the 20, to the 15. The guy has been brilliant. Unbelievable. He made some great cuts when it looked like TCA had him well defended. He's inside TCA's 15 to the 14-yard line. This kid has had a game, well, one of the best games in all my years of broadcasting I've ever seen to have a running back at the high school level, or for that matter, even at the college level, and I've done quite a bit of those, saying it's one of the best running attacks I've ever seen from this kid.
450 yards unofficially on the night.
3:29 clock running.
And we still can't stop him.
47-24. They're at the 14-yard line of TCA, and we still have 3:19 in the third. Hand off this time, and that's going to be Bird carrying it. He's dropped right at the line of scrimmage. Nice play defensively for the Lions. A couple of guys there. Well, the short drive back to Tipton-Rosemont is going to seem shorter tonight for the Rebels.
Yeah, it's about, about 75 miles, I think.
Not bad. Yeah,
somewhere in there.
Just not an easy way to get over there. That's the main thing.
No.
I'm from the Arlington area and Bolton, out in that area.
You take the north bypass around and get off at some point.
Yeah,
I mean, it is dual lane most of the way.
Rosemark's not far from that area. On this side of Shelby County, let me put it that way. 47-24. Looked like two men moving that time, but here's the handoff. And inside the 10 down about the 90, Archer. Yeah, Archer, and he's down about the 9. So it brings up third down. They have to get to the 4, Stan, just inside the 5. So it's third and about 4, almost 5.
Boy, I wish that large gentleman there in the straw hat. He's obstructing my view.
47-24, 2 minutes left here. You can watch the monitor there. You got the monitor right in front of you.
That's true.
Yeah.
Duh.
I've watched it several times tonight, especially on some of the
It's not going to make a difference, sadly.
Third down and 5. Will Fullen get it again? They give it to Bird. Bird makes one guy miss, but then he's upended. Nice tackle at the 7-yard line. Tristan Drake made the stop. 4th and go. I'll make it, 4th and a good 5 now as you lost about a half a yard. 47-24, 1:21 left here. Well, the homecoming dance tonight going to be dampened a little bit, the spirit anyway, but they'll still have a good time.
Have a dance.
I'm not sure if they do either. You used to when you and I grew up.
I never went. I went to North Park and played pinball.
47-24, handoff this time Fullen. Fullen is down inside the 5, down to about the 2. He's got another first down.
7-yard pickup for the big guy.
And there was nothing fancy about that. He went off tackle that time, Stan. And it's going to be first and goal at the 2. You didn't go. I didn't go. I remember my high school days. I was the Buddy Holly lookalike.
You were a geek.
I was a geek of geeks. I mean, I had the geeks, even the geeks made fun of me. 47-24. Hand off to the big guy, 65. He scored again on a 2-yard run, just the way he did earlier in the game.
That's JT May.
It is 53-24. Rosemont, Tipton-Rosemont, just really putting on a show right now.
And that's sending more people to the house.
Yep, 53-24, 31 seconds in the third. So, the long night gets longer with 31 seconds. It is 9 o'clock. You're listening to WTJK, Fox Sports Jackson 105.3, And you're watching on TCALions.com/live.
My gosh.
The kick is good, and it's 54-24 with 31 seconds in the third. Tipton Rosemark owning the game. Back at this 30 on 105.3.
These alumni, if you have not claimed your prize, please come to the front part of the press box to claim your prize for tonight. Davis Arn, Mary Karen Neal, Sergio Paguaga, Mary Irwin, Ray Presser, Jessica Hall, Katie Golden, Ryan Smith, Austin Payne, Christian Morgan, Pete Harris, Katie Murphy, Liz Rose Ward, and Hannah McEwen.
And
6-4 right now.
bounds. That's what you can do. Kevin Davis is going to take it. He's up with the 20 dashes up to the 30. Still breaks the tackle up to the 32-yard line. Return of 12 on the play for Kevin Davis. But Diamond, that's how you, when you're up 30, that's how you kick the ball off. And an injured Rosemark Rebel on the field.
Yeah, when say a little prayer for him. He's down there. They're attending to him. The training staff coming out, well as the coach, Coach Penner. The Rebels lead the game 54-24. John Brailsford's our producer and director tonight. Big Cardinal fan. He's not happy tonight, but the Redbirds now will go back to St. Louis, tied at 1. If you missed those baseball scores earlier, Astros beat the Rays 6-2. The Stros lead that series 1-0. Most people think that they're going to win it all. Las Vegas put them as a 33% chance to win it, more than anyone else in the playoffs. The Braves beat the Cardinals 3-1. That series tied at 1. The Nats and the Dodgers getting underway in a few minutes out in L.A. And the Twins and the Yankees are in the 6th. The Yankees now lead that game 6-4. We'll stand next week in Columbia. When's the last time you've been to Columbia, Tennessee?
Well, I was there once. Let's just say it was in the first or second year that I lived in this state.
In my travels,
it was not a pleasant trip.
In my many travels, doing high school basketball, football, and a few baseball, college level as well. I think I've gone through there, probably have, might have been napping, riding with someone, but I don't remember ever doing a game there. 54-24 here.
I've been through one time, and like I said, a very unpleasant experience with someone who shall remain nameless.
Okay. Davis with the handoff to the 37.
It was my ex-wife.
He does just enough to tweak our interest, doesn't he, folks? I figure that's who it was, or someone you didn't like. 54-24, 9 seconds. Davis runs the ball for about 7. Second down and a long 3. The ball at the 37. And that's going to end the third quarter. The end of 3, they need a break. We certainly need one on this broadcast. 54-24.
Oh, I've got a line still yet to use tonight.
We go to the final frame with the Lions down here on homecoming. Stay with us, a 1-minute message as you listen and watch TCA football on 105.3. and 3.
He should get the first down.
And it looks like he's very close to a Clement transmission and record service first down. Let's untangle the bodies and see.
Oh, that's not a good spot.
I was reluctant to say he had it because it looked like the guy came in and was going to mark it a tad short. I agree with you.
I'm sorry, that's a terrible spot.
So it's going to be 3rd and 1. And the Lions down 54-24. And the crowd,
quiet.
Some of them have stayed, some have left. Late dinner or getting home to watch some baseball and listening to us. Triples here to the near side. Goodman will roll here to the near side. He's going to tuck it and run. Puts it in his left hand. Gets the first down. Never went down. He stands at the 42 with his feet out of bounds. And it's going to be a Clement transmission and record service. Yeah. Jimmy Connie Clement, first down.
That's the first time he's run the ball all night. And that's the first time anybody except Kevin Davis has rushed the football. I'll be real honest, not understanding why Harrison Freeman has not even gone in. I don't know if he's injured or what, but he has not even played an offensive set tonight.
Played defense and played well.
Yep.
We'd be remiss tonight not to acknowledge the young man, Stan, you were at the game the other night that was injured. We'll talk about that after this snap. And I send along our thoughts and prayers to he and his family. Here's Goodwin, hands it off Freeman. You call for it, and he gets it, and he plunders his way to the 44. Pickup of 2, 2nd down and 8. But a nasty injury the other night to a fine young man, and our thoughts and prayers with him.
Yeah, a tough deal. About 3 minutes ago in a middle school game out at the north side against Parkway. And just a nasty situation. The young man broke his leg. They put plates, pins, and screws in there.
Had to be taken to Vanderbilt.
Yeah, he was airlifted to Vanderbilt, and just a tough situation. Snap throw.
What a nice catch by Brady Robertson on a bullet pass by Goodwin. It's a Clement transmission and record service first down, all the way down to the 33. He just picked that thing off like a grape off of a vine and just kept his footing, and now he's got a leg cramp, I think, but he's okay. Nice throw by Goodwin, a bullet pass, and even a better catch by Brady Robertson for the first down.
And that was, what, about a 20-yard gain?
It was. It's at the 33, 1st and 10, Lions.
No, what I was going to say, just a nasty injury, and, and that's something all likelihood kids of that age have never, ever seen. And I'm going to continue with a comment after this play.
They're in the pistol with Freeman behind Goodwin this time. They give it. No, play fake. They're going for it. Down there is Davis, wide open. Touchdown, Lions. Play fake froze them, and Davis got behind everyone, and a 33-yard strike. Goodwin to Kevin Davis. How about that, Stan?
81 yards on 2 receptions. A 48-yard for a touchdown and a 33-yard for a touchdown. Liam Goodwin's had a very good game. He's thrown 4 touchdown passes in this game, and that's what you do. You get Harrison Freeman in there, and you get one-on-one coverage on Kevin Davis, and he blew past their defenders.
Our good buddy Jeff Sisk and his lovely wife are listening, I'm sure, and they like that. And the PAT by Lopez is good. It's 54-31, 10 minutes left. Can the Lions manage a huge comeback? We'll find out. Got to stop them, first of all. Back after this 30 on 105.3. All the good hands people, Bird's up there, Atzer, 65, who we still don't know his name, and he's got the ball at the 49-yard line. He's on 49. Big frame there, and he just went right up there and got that football with both hands tied around it.
Well,
so at the 49-yard line, you have to go for it there. And what you do is you go for it, you gamble, but you give away yardage. But that's the right call. 49-yard line, 1st and 10, Tipton Rosemark. TCA needs a turnover desperately.
And it's strictly on the defense. This one's on the defense now to make a stop. It's something they've only really been able to do a couple of times all night. But if you're going to do it right now would be the time, because there's still, as bad as this game has been, there's still a sliver of hope.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. 49-yard line, 1st and 10.
But we got to stop them right now.
Need a turnover. Or 3 up, 3 down. Fullen under center. Hands it to Bird. Bird, boy, TCA was waiting on him. He's able to dodge his way and get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It's going to be 2nd down and 10.
For those of you watching on video, you saw the linebacker come across and turn that play in.
Yeah.
That was absolutely textbook the way you're supposed to play a sweep play. You come across only as deep as the play, only as deep as the back, and you turn that back in, and an inside linebacker comes in and cleans up.
Staring right at him, wasn't he?
Yeah.
9:20 left in the game. 30, or make it 54-31. Petrowski, the run receiver, inside handoff. Fullen carries a couple lines with him, but not much. Eli Morris wrapped him up. Also there, wrapping his hands around him, was J.P. Oliver. And he picks up 3 or 4, and he's down to the TCA 48. They have to get to the 41. 3rd and 7.
Fullen's got 460 yards unofficially on the night.
Any chance for a comeback and a win, you've got to stop them here. You have to. I mean, it's just absolutely a must.
And remember, they haven't punted all night long. They went for it on a 4th down and made big yards and almost scored.
Did. Under center, Fullen hands it to Bird. Bird goes outside, now flies back inside, and he is wrapped up. I think Brady Robertson's the guy. First number I thought I saw there. Yep, it is. Brady Robertson. Little guy's had a good game tonight. Brady, the 6'2", 165 sophomore. And it's going to be 4th and a good 7.
And we've got a short timeout here, but we are more than caught up.
We are caught up, John. Just acknowledge that to us, our producer-director.
I wanted to follow up on a story. Where I was at on this story, it was a really ugly thing. It was something that probably none of these middle schoolers had ever seen before in their young lives. And one thing that I saw on the sidelines, and I wish I knew his name, big number 77, I do not know his name, standing there on the sidelines with his arm around number 13. I think number 13 may have been a little distraught and not handling the situation well. And big 77 put his arm around the young man to kind of console him, and I thought that was a big league play. I was able to snap a picture of that, and I found the young man's mother. I just went around asking, are you this kid's family? I finally found his mother, and she about started bawling when I showed her that picture.
Yeah, and we
it's very touching.
Still send along our thoughts, prayers. For the first time tonight, it's going to be a punt as Logan Jones will stand back near his 40. Connor Graves stands back inside the 25. Jones gets it away. Sort of an awkward-looking punt, and it slides out of bounds at about the 32-yard line.
Well, he's got a weird punting style.
That was really awkward-looking, yeah.
And the bottom, I mean, his field goals are awkward-looking. His punt style is very awkward-looking, very slow in the delivery of each. If we had been hustling a little more, we might have been able to block that.
He's been effective with those PATs, though. Now the ball's out of bounds. It's going to be TCA's ball. They say that ball's, they're going to move it all the way up to the 42.
Okay, so I'll take that.
Yeah, sure, and it stops the clock with 8:14. The Lions down 54-31. Well, a quick score. I'm just looking ahead. It'd be 54-38. You go for an onside kick, get it, you score. You get another onside kick score, you got a tie game.
I'm
in the pistol.
Woo.
Here's the flip back to Davis. Davis with a great cut as he moves to the midfield stripe, to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, to the 30. He gets a block. He's at the 25. He's got to go, folks. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Kevin Davis and the Lions.
57-yard return, no laundry on the field.
He never got that block. I thought he was going to get one, but he just ran by the blocker. 54-37. What a magical night, or play, I should say. And he makes many of those, at least 2 or 3 every night. Kevin Davis.
Wow.
58-yard scamper.
That shows you why he should be considered a leading candidate for Mr. Football in Class A.
Lopez in to attempt the PAT. Snap back. Ball down. Kick up. Folks, it's 54-38. We've got a game with 7:57 left in the game. Can we do it again? Well, why not? Back after this 30 on 105.3. It's a half moon. Oh. Feeling in the air.
Well, now you know you're going to get an onside kick.
Why not have a nice comeback on homecoming 2019? It will be a memorable one. Here's the onside kick. This time it goes by 2 or 3 people and goes out of bounds.
Oh.
Boy, Kevin Davis had a beat on that thing with that speed.
He was trying.
He really was. Great hustle.
Well, Diamond Davis.
Credit the Lions. They've never given up in this game, and you wouldn't expect that from a Blake Butler coach team.
There is no state record for this, but I am officially declaring this ball game and the number of onside kicks in this game a new state record.
If it's not, it's close.
It may be a new national record.
That would be interesting. That would be interesting to find out. Why don't you put your search engines to war? You stay up all night anyway. Why don't you put your search engines to war at 2 o'clock in the morning, but do not let me know until after 8 tomorrow morning.
There's sadly, if there was a way, I would do it.
Oh, I'm up at 5 or 5:30 every day. You know that. 54-38 even on Saturdays and Sundays. And I don't have a game tomorrow. Rare Saturday off for me tomorrow.
Well,
after the Thursday night game last night. 7:57. Here's a little bit of a mix-up in the backfield, but Fullen gets it and gets positive yards anyway as he's able to power his way to the 48 for a pickup of 7, 2nd and 3. Well, came up with a stop a moment ago. Stan got to have another one here or a turnover. Any chance to get back in the game and tie it?
I mean, even when there's a missed snap, he gets good yards.
Yeah,
Final scores, Lake County 62, Gleason 6, Hardin County 40, Chester County 6.
Those scores brought to you and other scores after the game by the U-Town scoreboard. 7:20 clock running, 2nd and 3 at their 48. Lions 4-man front. They need a stop desperately. Handoff, Fullen breaks a tackle and cannot break the second wave. Picks up a yard to the 49 where it brings up 3rd. And the biggest play of the game thus far, 3rd and 2.
Haywood County 42, Ripley 7. That's a final.
Tomcats over the Tigers.
Dyer County 63, Clarksville Northwest 7. That's a final.
Choctaws win. 3rd down and 2. 6:45 clock running. As Tipton Rosemark wants to convert, the Lions want to stop them. On this 3rd and 2, they're draining the clock. 6:35. And Fullen under center. Fullen hands it off to the other Fullen, and he's going to get it. No, he did not get it. They stop him at the just short of the midfield stripe. And Blake Butler calls a timeout as he dances down the sideline.
Gibson County and McKenzie tied at 7 heading into the 4th quarter. Northside leads Liberty 27-7. to 6. USJ 27, Nashville Christian 21. Nashville Christian just scored to make it that with 9:25 to go in the fourth. Let's see, South Gibson leads Westview 42-14. I'll declare it, South Gibson is for real. Crockett County at 35, O'Brien 14, 7 minutes to go. Huntington final 35, Collingwood 0. McNary Central leads Bolivar 42-7 with 4.5 to go in that game. McKenzie leads Gibson County 13-7 just in the start of the fourth quarter.
What's the latest on that Covington-Milan game?
I'm looking for it.
Midfield, they're going to go for it. 4th and a yard. They're not going to punt the ball. They hand it, or they shotgun. I think he has it. They had all 11 people in the box right up around the center and carrying at that time for the first down. They snapped it. They actually snapped that ball. Was that Bird?
No, that was to the big man.
That
again.
that was 65 again.
That's TJ. I'm pretty sure that's TJ May in a different uniform tonight.
54-38, 5:54. And that dampens the spirits and the hopes of we TCA fans.
Really needed that one.
Sure did. One receiver here at the near side, Fullen the fullback. They give it to Bird, though. Bird goes inside, cuts outside, gets a great block. 40, 35, down to the 31. And now, with new life, springing their steps by the Rebels. And they have a first down at the TCA 31, clock running. Once they start it back up and move the chains, that's running again, 54-38.
Adamsville is retaking the lead over Halls. They lead 14-9, start of the fourth quarter. We will have a new number one in the Fox Sports Jackson poll. It's a final, Milan 14, Covington 7.
Well, the dog defense didn't give up any points tonight. That 7 came on a special teams kickoff return to open up the game. And then Milan pitches the shutout after that.
And we got another upset alert after this play.
54-38. This time they go to Fullen on the inside, the trap play. And he's up or down to the 30 in this case. And he stopped there. Give me that other upset.
Where'd it go? With 7 minutes to go in the fourth, McKenzie 21, Gibson County 7. McKenzie got a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to make it 21-7. Gibson County was heavily favored in that ball game. Jackson Christian and Columbia tied at 21, 5.5 to go in the third quarter. Houston County jumping all over Riverside, 27-10. That's a final.
Good to have Bryce Mott in the press box with us earlier tonight, an intern. Also good to have Zach O'Kelly.
Oh, that was a 25-game winning streak that was just snapped, regular season streak.
Here is the handoff to Bird. Bird slides his way downfield to the 20.
That did it.
A 25-game home or 25-game regular season winning streak, you said?
Yes.
And inside the 20, and that's probably going to put the game away now. Under 4 minutes, 54-38. TCA, though, trying to show some spunk and not let them get over that 60-point mark.
Lexington leads Southside. Boy, putting it to them 27-0 in that game.
Coach Penner letting the clock, the play clock's all the way down to 10. They're taking their time, trying to milk the clock for all it's worth. Full in the back there with Bird. They're split this time behind. Well, actually not split. To the right is Bird, right behind him, and Fullen to Fullen. And now the play clock expires.
That's not a bad call there.
That's correct.
Crockett County final 41-21 over O'Brien. Trenton beats Union City 63-14. Could Peabody be the new number one team? Haywood won very impressively tonight as well.
Columbia beating Jackson Christian 28-21, 10:31 left in the game. Just getting that freshened.
Yeah. We've got another score for you after this play.
And that,
well.
Eli Marsh stops the running back. And it appears they're just going to run the ball and just try to run the clock out here.
Oh, by the way, boy, a lot of polls are taking a beating. The Associated Press Division II Class A poll will have a new #1 team. Final, Nashville Christian 28, USJ 27.
Oh, my goodness. A great comeback there by Nashville Christian late. You picked that, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
54-38, 2:44 left, so not a good night for Jackson teams thus far. Jackson Christian's trailing, TCA's trailing, and USJ's lost. Well, timeout.
Southside's getting beat too.
We'll take one here, a 30-second break. 2:40 left, John. The Lions down 54-38. It's going to be 2nd down and 16 for the Rebels when we come back. Stay with us.
West Region Soccer Tournament, Division II. Please note, TCA passes will not be accepted for postseason tournament games. Tuesday, our Lady Lion volleyball team will travel to Memphis to play Harding Academy. 5:30 in the West Region volleyball tournament. Also on Tuesday, our cross-country team will travel to Albion Central to run in the Best in the West cross-country meet. So be in support of our TCA Athletic Fall Sports team. Fall break will begin next Thursday, October 10th, and continue through October 14th. We ask that you enjoy your break.
Adamsville gets their 2nd win in a row. They defeat Halls 28-9.
Fullen hands it off to Bird. He hurdles a would-be defender on the 2nd down and 16 and gets positive yards, but well short of the 1st down. Gets the yardage they had lost back, almost anyways. 3rd and a long 10, short 11. 2.5. Clock stopped for a moment, and Coach Butler and Tyrese Miller having a conversation down to the right, a little out of your camera range if you're trying to watch the game. Great job tonight by the TCA folks at TCALines.com/live. And with 2:30 left, it remains stopped. Someone may have, I guess someone called a timeout. I'm not sure.
Well, if they did, why aren't our players at the sideline? See, Butler's having this conversation. This is where an assistant coach has got to step up and get our defense over the sideline to coach them up. You can still coach with 2.5 minutes to go here now.
Now it is official. They have called the timeout. We're going to keep it here, John, as the Lions are going to fall tonight to 2-4. And a tough loss in the division. And Stan, 0-3 at home this year.
Not good. On that USJ game, Nashville Christian with a long drive. They throw a pass in the end zone. It was tipped by a defender and then caught by Nashville Christian. The extra point is good. And the win, I'm wondering, I'm wondering if Pledger missed an extra point somewhere in that game. That would be the only thing that would come to mind, I think. I'll have
well,
to
they
look
could have scored 3 touchdowns and 2 field goals.
Yeah,
you
that's
never
possible.
Know, you never know, but it's more likely that an extra point was missed, though, in a score like that.
And I would say a bad snap in that case because Pledger's pretty automatic.
Yeah, he's pretty solid. 54-38, 3rd down and 10, 2:30 left. Could the Lions possibly get a big turnover? They need one here. Fullen under center. Fullen right behind him, and the Lions jump off sides. Eli Morris has not done made a lot of mistakes all year. Made one that time, but he has been a gutty performer, leading tackler on the team. It gives them a cheap 5. So it's going to be now 3rd down and 5. The ball down to where? They'll mark it at the 14.
Scotts Hill and Hickman County tied at 28. They're going to be working James Brown style. They're going into overtime.
54-38, 14 seconds or 14-yard line with 2:30 left. We'll talk to Blake Butler after the game down on the field. And it will not be, there was such a festive attitude festive atmosphere, I should say. Here's Fullen, breaks a couple of tackles. He's going to go in. they're not trying to run the score up. They were just trying to get the first down. And Fullen runs in from 14 yards out. And Stan, we had him, I wouldn't say wrapped up, but a couple of people all around him, and he just broke the tackles. And he is up near 500 yards.
483.
60-38. Fullen,
5 touchdowns.
14 yards out.
I mean, if we play defense on this kid at all, we win this game. But we chose, well, their offensive line chose to not let us play defense on him.
Yeah, and he's really played well.
I mean, you've got to, there's no excuses that the kick is up and it's good.
61-38. All Tipton Rosemark in this one, a 30. And we're back with the conclusion of this thing right after this, 30 on 105.3.
Score, 2:23 left. Tipton Rosemark, 61. TCA Lion, 38.
Homecoming 2019, lovely ladies. They're good-looking dads. Hannah Futrell named the homecoming queen. But after that, it's been Tipton Rosemark.
What is that, 7 or 8?
Dampening the night. 8 onside kicks. TCA recovers. And the Lions.
And we're not talking, people are going to say, well, they're just kicking to the corner. No, we're talking straight onside kicks.
Yeah. A little unusual, no doubt about that. 61-38.
Well, they did what they had to do because when Kevin Davis has gotten the opportunity, and Kevin Davis offensively has got 157. Kevin Davis.
They go on the fly pattern again. This time Connor Graves down there. Connor, they knock it away.
That's nice
and
defense.
Almost intercepted. Great defense by Petrowski. He knocked the ball away. And a guy that's already got a pick six, Jalen Hurt, almost came up with a deflected interception. I like the call, though. You go for it. Graves was open and had him beat ever so slightly, but Petrowski's a tall kid. He was able to get a hand up there and knock it away.
I wish we could have had Kevin, but Kevin Davis, 238 yards of offense himself tonight.
Right, exactly right. Well, 61-38, 2:16 left here, and Harrison Freeman send the pistol behind his quarterback. Now they throw it underneath here, and Davis caught that ball on a sliding catch at the 40 for a Clement Transmission Record Service first down. Low throw. Davis went down to get it, though. He's a very versatile athlete, to say the least.
3 receptions and 95 yards for Flash Davis. He's about to do, if he can get one more, that'd be a double-double, right?
Yep,
it'd be the equivalent of a double-double.
Sure would be. 2 minutes left, clock running, under 2 minutes now. Harrison Freeman moves to the right of Goodwin.
Blitz.
They throw underneath to Davis. Davis trying to make a couple of guys miss. Does do that. Boy, what a nice play.
Oh, he got glommed.
Then he got bombed from the backside, but 65. That kid can really play.
That is T.J. May, because that's about his size, and T.J. May is a starter on their defense.
Yep, I would think you're right. J.T. May.
J.T. May.
Yeah, J.T. May. He is a linebacker and a senior. I think you're right, and a running back, so that's got to be him.
Snap throw of Davis incomplete. He and Bird tangled feet.
Minute 25, clock stop. 61-38, Tipton Rosemark. We'll have a scoring recap down on the field. It's going to take a while to do that. We'll probably do that after we talk to Blake.
I'd do a down and in here. Davis with double coverage there, and they're pressing him. And then with the zone, I'd do it. If he can get by there, do a down and in.
They've got another guy right down about 10 yards that will favor him somewhat, too. That's what they're going to do. And they're going to throw it down there, and Davis, and it's going to be picked off. Picked off Petrowski. 30, he's got a lot of running room in front of him. 40, 45, and up near midfield. We got a flag on the play. It's going to be a block in the back, I would think, around the 40.
Well,
With a minute 10, I would think they would just take the knee, go into victory formation, and get back on the bus and go home with this big, big win. Probably, Stan. They won 6 games last year. Tipton Rosemart did, but this has got to be in the top 2 or 3, 4 wins all time for their program. Wouldn't you think so?
I would tend to agree, Dave.
And not only fact on the road at TCA, but the way they've done it.
I saw something on that play I did not want to see.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Against us or them?
No, against Tipton Rosemart.
But I saw something by one of our young men that I was very displeased with. I'm sure it will be addressed in the locker room.
I did not see that, so.
I'll tell you next break.
They mark it off all the way back to the 25, where Tipton Rosemart will have it, and they'll have this win. They'll move to 4-3, 2-3 in the division.
Let's just say it was very disappointing to see.
And the Lions, after that big win at Clarksville Academy, impressive win, best performance of the year, come back here and just cannot stop them defensively. Fought hard, played hard. Both teams made a lot of mistakes. Every game takes on its own life. In this case, though, the life was taken out of us by the inability to stop them. They go in the victory formation, and Fulham will just take the knee, and this game is going to wind down here slowly but surely, and more folks head to the house as it's a 61-38 game. And we'll go down on the field and talk to Blake here in just a matter of moments.
Yeah, we'll really want to have one more snap.
Yep, and that's going to be it. Yeah, and happy final here tonight. 61-38. There's 20 on the play clock, 42 on the game clock. And Tipton Rosemart fans, they wind up having a decent crowd over there. Not a capacity by any means, but they've got about 50% of the stands filled over there. And that will do it as they take another knee. And the Lions are going to lose this football game 61-38. We'll take a 2-minute break. Be back with the post game. Stan will have stats. We'll have the U-Town football scoreboard. I'll have the Jeff Drake logging scores of the game. And we'll talk to Blake Butler. All of that's coming up after this 2-minute message on Fox Sports Jackson 105.3.
TCA Lions 38.
And there's Liv. You were there the night she was.
We ask that you please travel safely home.
Well, we just met.
We ask that you help us by disposing of all trash in the designated dispensers throughout the stadium. That'll be a big help for us. The Lions' next game will be next week as we'll travel to Columbia, Tennessee to take on Columbia Academy for another regional game.